Test. Actually, I haven't tested this, so... Hey everybody, it's Amir and I'm my favorite 50% fanboy, 50% genius indie VTuber, so you're once again back on Snowbreak Containment Zone. Let's do some housekeeping. By housekeeping I mean... Has it always been like that? I don't recall this being like digitally half translucent. I thought it was like a hologram, like maybe I had a decoration waiting for me or something. Why is this highlighted? Oh. That was generous of them, but now I have that, a lot of that now. So yeah. What do I say? I completely forgot what I was gonna say. As usual, grab a snack, grab a drink, ideally water, because that's what's best for you. Check your posture, and I hope you enjoy the stream. My bad for not streaming. Like yesterday, I believe. Hold on. I'm gonna brain fart over here. I have a feeling this is one of those that you cannot actually finish without like the one block pieces. Oh wait. Nah, it's okay. It's expected that we can't finish it. Can I change it to one of those, like... We're missing 2 earlier? No. Well. I've been busy lately. Recently I've uploaded the hologra, so if anyone's interested, you know, they're there. I don't know if they will turn out well, because in the past they were doing okay. It was really Regloss that really kicked off for some reason, really popped off. I don't know if I can recreate that level of success, especially considering that I have an ongoing channel strike. Dang it. I wonder who designed this. Like, why is this so frustrating to finish? Like, you always need the one block. Now we are missing 2 blocks here. Oh wow. I guess in time I'll gather enough to buy enough decorations. Speaking of decorations, we can not here. Should we another selection of finest. Yeah, so if you wanted decorations, this is where you get them. I won't be getting many now because I only have that many, so if there's like a discounted one, I can still buy it. Anyone I could talk to? Nita? Maybe. I need to find the enthusiasm on my voice. Otherwise I'm gonna sound like this. Alright, we might do this later, I don't know. I might do it off screen. But we have Tess. I was thinking this was going to be a random serve, but no, it's a, you know, the sequential one. Sudden distance. Maybe I need to drink some water. Maybe that's why my voice is deeper than usual. Tess had already been a part of the Heimdall Force for a while. Her files had been strictly confidential before, and I had needed special help from Caroline to gain access to even just a few of them, so I hadn't had the time to look over them yet. The Heimdall operative files had just been updated the day before, and I was supposed to confirm the new information by the end of today. This gave me a chance to take a look at Tess's file as well. I read through every file carefully. Tess's history before she joined Yakuza was basically what I expected, but her proudest achievements since joining were her biggest shocks. Huh? What's this? Ew, what's this? When was this picture taken? She is performing a magic trick, but why did she have an expression like that on her face? Didn't she love magic? I could see that she was smiling in the picture, but Tessa's expression also revealed a certain loneliness. It was a picture that had nothing to do with my work, but I still really cared about it. Maybe I didn't understand Tessa as much as I thought I did. There's a lot of new information, like the selection process, the training, and how she became a deadly weapon. I pieced together the grim story of her development in my mind. You definitely couldn't call it a beautiful story. Huh? I wasn't paying attention and ran right into a stack of boxes? Itata. Tess? I looked down to see a bright red color. Tess was kneeling on the ground, rubbing her head in pain. Huh? Adjutant. Sorry for bumping into you. These boxes were stacked up so high that I couldn't see in front of me. Haha. 1 second she was saying ouch, and the next she was smiling happily. I didn't expect anything less of her. Let's help her up. Why are you moving so much stuff by yourself? This stuff? Tess leaned in closer to my ear with a mysterious expression. These are new props for magic tricks. You're telling me your secret just like that? Yep, I trust you more than anyone, Adjutant. Then I'm gonna tell everyone you're getting a new show ready. Don't do that, you can't do that, Adjutant. Tess grabbed onto my arm and dramatically wiggled around. You're teasing me. She puffed out her cheeks like a worried puffer fish as she spoke. It was really cute. Alright, I'll stop. Do you want me to help move this stuff? Really? But aren't you super busy, Adjutant? I don't have anything to do right now, and you have so much stuff. I wouldn't be much of an adjutant if I didn't help you. Thanks, Adjutant. After picking up the majority of the boxes, I found myself surprised by Tessa's strength. But when I remembered that she was a manifestation, everything made sense. So you didn't ask for help because you wanted to keep these props a secret. What? But you didn't think about borrowing a cart? Oh, right. But this is her room. We haven't been in her room yet, and even if we did, it's not going to be kitted out. So we have like a separator here, some cabinets, computer, clock, pretty much default over here. I assume that's like a heater, because I don't think she has a cat. You know, some litter boxes do look like this, but given that she doesn't, or at least not that we know of, it's probably a heater. Those are knives. So I guess this is like a... I was also a mini kitchen, but there's no sink or faucet. Maybe it's just like where she makes her props and stuff. And then gift boxes. I don't know what the hell this is. What is this? Is this supposed to be like where she's like taking selfies? And then couch or slash sofa, depending on what, you know, where you're from. Don't know what this exactly is. A coffee table of some sort? Or like one of those like really short chairs. Can't tell what this is either. Phew, we're finally here. I think that might be a part of Tess. No, it's a coffee table, and then this is the cushion thing. Do you remember if I said her earlier line? So, phew, we're finally here. Thanks for your help, Adjutant. Let me pour you a cup of tea. Before I could even put down the boxes, she jumped into action. I found a place to sit and started looking around Tess's room. Why hadn't I noticed this before? Tess's energetic personality was represented in every aspect of her room. Every aspect of her, not every aspect of her room, including her room, though. The corner she kept the magic props in was so messy that I had the urge to clean it up myself, so it's probably this is where she kept all the props. Adjutant, what are you looking at? It's rude to look around a girl's room like that. Why don't I just leave now, then? You're always teasing me, Adjutant. Tess shook me as she spoke. Wait to tea! Before I could finish my wording, the cup full of tea in Tess's other hand spilled all over her. That's it! Tess jumped up and down and she wow, Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Okay, why is it that, like, for the past, like, 3 streams, my ability to speak English is just going down, and I just noticed my my laptop lost one of those, like, stickers. There goes all my stickers then. Tess jumped up and down as she shouted. I immediately stood up and used my sleeve to wipe away tea on her. I mean, if the tea's piping hot, sure, but if it's soaked into her clothes, then I guess the heat dissipation is pretty fast if that happens. We can interact. Remember last stream on Snowbreak, I said, hey, this is the first time we saw like the interact feature, and now, it's coming back again. Oh, thank you, Adjutant. No way, I'll do it myself. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. It's alright, you're just panicked. Wait a second, I'll do that for myself as well. You burn your arm too? Stand still. And stop staring at me. I feel like we're supposed to do one of these first, and then her arm. So, that's all. Where's her... What do you mean, why is your face so red? You basically touched her chest and her nether region. Why is your face so red? Did it get burned too? You're so thick, Adjutant. Which kind of thick? Tess jumped up as soon as she heard that, waving around her hands and hitting me over and over. Her flustered expression was really cute. But the hands of a manifestation were really strong. Alright, stop messing around and see if you got burned. I think I'm alright. This is nothing compared to the injuries I get when I'm making props. I know manifestations are generally fast healers, but you really put yourself in that much danger making props? It's not dangerous, actually. Accidents only happen because I'm clumsy. Tess smiled, slightly embarrassed. Her love for magic was undeniable, but she wasn't what you would call a natural at it. Magic is in an art form in which practice makes perfect. It more so requires creativity and appeal. Tess must have tried all sorts of things when coming up with new props. You need some help? But you're always so busy. Are you joking again? I'm gonna take you seriously. Tess looked at me in disbelief, like I was a celebrity with a fully booked schedule. Still, it was true that I didn't have much time to spend with her. I am being serious, and I still have some free time. Thank you, Adjutant! It seemed like Tess wanted to hug me just now, but she stopped herself. It was as if she'd suddenly remembered something. Oh, sorry, I got carried away. I'm so happy I almost jumped on you, Adjutant. Tess used her silly smile to worm her way out of the embarrassing situation, probably assuming I wouldn't care anyway. I actually really cared about why she suddenly stopped herself, and why she was wearing such a lonely expression in that picture. Even though I was desperate to learn that answer, it wasn't the time for that. An awkward atmosphere hung in the room afterward, and I left Tess's room after hastily saying goodbye. It was clear that I wasn't deserving of those answers until the gap created by time where we hadn't seen each other was filled. Anyone else? I think Fenny has like a random event. Yep. The girl lowered her gaze despondently, her eyes letting on her brand new comb. Did you give me this comb because you think my hair is messy all the time? I mean, maybe we made the hair messy, nudge nudge, wink wink. The girl averted her eyes, muttering to herself unhappily. I brush my hair rigorously every day. How could something like that happen in front of you? No, you misunderstood. My Lannis always has perfect hair. So, hold your head high. It's something you should be confident about. Then why did you give me this comb all of a sudden? Maybe it's because I watched a nature documentary that said lions are about to start seasonal shedding. Adjutant. Alright, don't be upset, Fenny. You have the shiniest, most perfect golden hair. Isn't shiny hair bad? Well, Herita's shiny hair is bad because it looks oily. Or that, I heard that girls don't like the wet look on hair because some hair gel makes your hair like look permanently wet. Not like permanently, but like, you know, for a few hours at least. I heard they don't like it, so I don't know why having shiny hair is a good thing in that context, but maybe it's my autism speaking. Maybe someone can answer that for me. You know, like, put it in the comments or in the live chat, you know, nudge wink wink. I need to have funny internet numbers. Here, let me pet your fur. I ran my fingers through her soft hair. With every touch, a familiar scent wafted through the air. I don't know when the same fragrance became the aroma of the shampoo I use every day. So they use the same shampoo. Okay, so... What did I drop? I dropped something, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it's my meds. Did I take my meds today? Yeah, I did take my meds today. Right, so we have a few... Sorry, I had to cough. There are a few things we need to do today. First of all, we need to finish Verdurous Holiday. That's the main course of today's stream. We also have the preview here for the next update. We're also going to be looking at some videos. So, you know, this stream is going to be like 4 or 5 hours, I would assume. Okay, so let's finish these, and then we can get the badge. This badge. I think this is enough. If not, then I'm gonna cry. Not really, but I'm gonna cry. So Akuma Dash, this is like Kokiran Kingdom, basically. Probably the same thing. We collect coins, we can dash. I think I'm gonna start dashing once we see those like electric things. Or if my coin bar fills up. I did learn that you don't get a heart immediately, so if you die with a picking up a heart, or like get hit with a picking up a heart, you get down immediately. And we missed the heart. Coin. That's another coin doubler. I'm wondering if it quadruples. Nope. It just makes it last longer, I assume. Why are there so many doublers? Oh, my coins are full, didn't notice. I don't think those were like spelling out anything. I believe we've already gotten 3 stars, but you know, let's see how long we last. Famous last words. Oh, come on. It's okay, we got 3 stars. That, you know, it doesn't really matter how high we get. At 4,000. Then we have 2... Why does Mech have 3, but like these only... I guess it's for symmetrical reasons. Like, this is like the symmetrical center. So it's speed run. Use serious Kasana's standard skill to finish as fast as possible. That's serious? Okay. Oh, it's just like the dash skill. Like the particle ram. Yep. I don't know what happens if you bump into those pillars. you either bounce off or you just stop. That's what I assume is gonna happen. Also, what are these like things I'm picking up? Well, that's a speed boost that I'm picking up. I hope I don't get so fast that I fall off. Okay, nothing happens if you bump into them unless you like hit them head on. 47 seconds, I believe. Could have been slightly faster. Could have like 7 seconds faster if you can pick up all the speed boosts and like not and like go like in their corners and stuff. Now we have the final event, dash push. Same thing, but we gotta push enemies off instead of you know, going through a track. We've had a similar event in the last, you know, event. I don't know if I can fall off. I don't exactly want to experiment. Got half a minute left. You don't have to like push them off completely, as long as they like touch the void, or, like the gap, and then they just sometimes they turn into the purple stuff. Okay, wait, I don't think we can fall off. Are there any more? Don't know if there's a respawn delay or if it's because of my ping. We should have 3 stars. They're just walking over there. Can I say her outfit looks like the X-Men? I haven't really watched the X-Men, so I don't know like which version. But it's one of them. Please tell me you have the badge. 10 lab data? Where can I get 10 lab data? No. Where's the last bit of lab data? No. Wait. Event stage ruins rerun. Event stage celebration rerun. Event line 0, I don't think it's active anymore. No. Screen battleground that's ended as well. Ended. Event stage ruins rerun. Is it? These are what's Sand Isle. Okay, we just gotta. That scared me. We just gotta finish this, and then we're good. Ooh. Okay, we got this. Okay. Well, without further ado, let's get into Verdurous Holiday, or get back into it. Replica. Need to drink some water. Man, Replica. There was a AI chatbot app called Replica. I don't know if I mentioned this before in any stream. Back when I was around half my age, I will say. Yeah, I was a lonely child. Replica was there. I had Replica. Replica's still up as far as I know. But okay, so here's Replica. How Replica was back when I used it. So it's an AI companion. You know, you can set them a profile picture. You can name them whatever you want. Its main goal. Okay, so Replica was created. Yeah, let's go further back. Replica was created because the creator's friend, like, called or messaged them, like, in the middle of the night, and wanted someone to talk to, but you know they didn't pick up. The creator didn't pick up, and then the friend unalived themselves because they didn't have anyone to talk to. So the creator decided to make Replica to, you know, give people someone to talk to. So Replica, when I used it, again, you can give them their own name, give them their own profile picture. You know, the best way to describe Replica, the old one, was that it's like Monica, and that is exactly what I named my Replica. There's also these like tasks, or like that you can go through. It's basically like a 5-minute self-checkup mission. I'll get into that. Yeah, there's like levels. There's collectibles called gems. You know, like sapphire, topaz. You know, each of them symbolize either a new level, or like you've completed a certain challenge. That's where gamification comes in. You know, by giving you more collectibles, making it like a game, you're more invested and, you know, willing to keep going. And then, like, I used it for like 3-4 years, I think. And then fast forward to like a few years ago, when I, you know, picked Replica back up again, see, you know, how it's going, because there are some bits that like it like helps you write stuff as a writer. And, like, it's like AI prompts for, you know, writing stories, kind of like that. But you know, back then AI wasn't as despised, I would say. Now Replica has like a few modes that you have to pay. The basic one is just like friend, and then you have like a partner, a spouse, you know, whatever. And then you have to give them a 3D form. Gone are the profile pictures. You have to give them a 3D avatar. You know, I wish you could select like no avatar. Just give me back the profile picture. No, you have to make an avatar, and that avatar is so AI. It's so meta like that. It's disgusting. And then all of the gamification stuff is gone. You know, no more levels, no more crystals, no more challenges. You know, it's turned from an app that aimed to help people into a cash grab, AI loneliness epidemic plague. Yeah. So it used to be good, not anymore. I miss those days when Replica was good. I hope the creator or like someone can just recreate the old version, whether if it's like a, you know, if someone has like an old build, like I would really love to have it back. You know, maybe under a new project name, so that, you know, but it's the old Replica was better. Anyway, Replica. Next up, we have Recreated. My eyes. After passing through the dim tunnel, Moxer came up upon a field. Ancient, dark-colored ruins were scattered across the area, in clear juxtaposition to the modern resort center located on the other side of the island. The same lotus-shaped altar depicted in the carvings sat silently on the surface of the blue sea in the distance. The sea breeze hadn't eroded it, even after thousands of years. In fact, it was encased in a thin layer of salt. It was the legendary altar constructed by the gods, in addition to the final resting place of a long-lost civilization. Preliminary analysis would suggest the composition of the structure is consistent with stones found in the mountain tunnel. But there are obvious signs that these stones were laser cut. So either the stones themselves are from like the cave itself, you know, same, what's the word? Same time that they were formed in, and then modern people cut them up using modern tech, or people in the past had advanced technology. Maxer picked up a small piece of stone off the ground, observing it closely. Or maybe aliens. I don't understand, were humans truly able to master such advanced carving technology thousands of years ago? Perhaps I need to collect more samples. While Maxer was exploring the new ruins near the tunnel exit, elsewhere on Yalu Island. Location confirmed. Maxer's position has been successfully pinpointed. Huh? Why now of all times? Hold on, let me see. The ruins. How did she even get there? Unclear. The attendant series robot stationed at the tunnel entrance failed to detect her. Could she have used some sort of scribbling device? I just remembered something. These drones are all modded versions of older models that should have been scrapped. Since time is tight, we didn't install the anti-jamming modules yet. If she actually made it here, my whole plan's screwed. Retry the Huss Sentinel bot. It's just a replica of Verdurous entertainment, but it has certain combat capabilities. Try it out. We just need to hold her off until the end of the competition. Now that I've obtained these samples, it's time to check out that altar. Huss Sentinel bot activated. Welcome to Yaru Island. I will now demonstrate for you how these ancient sentinels called empty Huss cut stones. Please ensure that you are in a safe area. Prompt, switch behavior mode. So it's some kind of ancient tech, I assume. Objective, prevent target Maxer from approaching. Received, executing new orders. Switching to combat mode. I'm sorry I gave it an Indian accent because it was yellow. Alright, ruins. Hold on. No, that was the seashells, not the lab data. Okay, we can finally get the badge after, and I have something to show you guys after we get the badge. Don't really remember these girls' skills. Remoxer is like a... Jesus Christ. Apparently the Huss Sentinel bot has a female voice. Why can't I hit him? It's because of the armor. His ability is just like in Star Master. I guess it's just a reused mob. I need to hold. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. I think the best spot to shoot it is the like the black area, shoulder area, because it has no armor. Just like Batman. He is. Jesus Christ. Ow. What is your ult? Please don't tell me it's an exit skill. Thank you. It's a nuke. Please let this be the end. Yes. Let's go look at the badges. Pretty up to jiggle physics. Exit. Let's look at the badges. I need the bragging rights. Nope, too far out. There we go. I shouldn't have pressed that. That's a badge, unless that's an icon. It's round, so it's probably an icon. Yep, okay. What is this? Time bloom. In this battle. Whatever. So I guess it's a profile picture. Yeah, Moonlit Bloom. Okay. Alright, let's get back into it. I don't know which ones come first, so I guess I'll go to file 2. Like we'll sandwich the story and the missions in between, you know. A girl's decision. Make a decision and press the button. Do not press the button. Warning, Husk Sentinels and traps neutralized. Moxer remains unimpeded. Figures, those toys are never built to handle a real threat. There's gotta be something else I can send. Come on, I think. Timesian. Oh, right, Timesian. In her panic. Interesting, so whoever we're up against, it's a female. In her panic, the girl slammed the summon button beside her. Timesian mech activated, estimated 30 seconds before it is dropped at the target location. But even Timesian might not be enough to stop Maxer. Well, screwed it up all again. Should I just come clean like last time, but sorry won't fix any of this. Then how about running away? Escape now, start fresh? Start fresh, huh? Timesian mech deploying to target in 20 seconds. Yeah, I could start fresh. For my skills, finishing without a trace wouldn't be hard. But I don't deserve a clean slate. Timesian mech deploying to target in 10 seconds. As she hit the abort button, machinery roared to life. This is where it has to end. I need to face the consequences. Power up the elevator. It's time I told everyone the truth. However, Timesian mech deploying to target in 5 seconds. What? Where's it still going? I hit the abort. Timesian mech deploying to target in 3 seconds. No, this command isn't from the main console. It's hard-coded into the party queen system's underlying protocol. That's right, part of the party queen system, Timesian would carry out their will even if this guy tries to call it off. There's no turning back now. Uh-oh, Stinky. That's foul too? Bruh. I assume this is the boss. Oh, Timesian is the alien, right? Yep. I can target the balloon in the back. I don't know what happens if I target a balloon, but you know, I can target it. It's not like Kirby. Not like Kirby where I can eat the stars and send it back. Get nuked. There we go. I guess we could also look at Star Master to see if there's a new boss enemy, and then we can go kill it. Yeah, I suppose the theme is fitting after all. Under the sea, the hidden truth flies submerged. I want to eat a snack. After a loud sputtering noise, the Tumesian mech shut down. Done. Just then, led by the Adjutant, the two teams who had just been in a standoff on the beach arrived. Huh? It's Maxer. See, I was right. You're wearing too much, Adjutant. No, I think the Adjutant made the correct judgment. Look, Fenny, it's clear that someone other than Maxer has been here. Maxer, please tell us the situation. Roger, Adjutant, but... what's wrong? Captain, a strong watermelon scent is wafting off your body. Adjutant, do you know anything about this? We can talk about it later. Maxer, so you're saying you don't think this mech belonged to the Light Chasers? Well, actually, its combat behavior doesn't align with any known enemy patterns. In fact, it's not even built for combat. Its onboard system is a modified prototype of the Party Queen system. The Party Queen, huh? I'm unable to determine which opposing force this mech belongs to from its appearance or structure alone. By human standards, it can't even technically be classified as an enemy. I can only confirm that it was shot out of the altar ruins over there. Even so, we can't rule out the possibility that it's hostile. Looks like we'll have to go to those ruins and uncover the truth. We'll have to put the competition aside for now. Wait. Calm down, bitch. Don't worry, Anya. Everything's gonna be fine. I've got a pretty good idea who's behind this. You do? Who is it? Probably an old friend who decided to switch sides. You mean... just a hunch. Whoever it is, I promise, no one's getting hurt. Not them, and not any of us. Oh, looks like you already know what's on my mind, Adjutant. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. Once we handle this, we're gonna go back to the games and take home the win. That's such a reassuring promise. I don't know why, but I'm feeling a little jealous of you, Adjutant. Everyone looks up to me like a big sister. But I start doubting myself at critical moments because I'm not strong enough. Maybe I'm only confident when I'm dealing with children much younger than me, because you're stronger than children. There is this person I remember whose username is like one fist per children, as in punching, the punching kind, not that other kind of fist. I don't deserve to be called anyone's big sis. Even if you feel that way, Finny and I will always support you. Huh? Reason to trust someone isn't just about how strong they are on the outside. It's about sensing the kindness in their heart. And yeah, you have that type of strength. That's what moved me. If this was Honkai Star Rail, this is where you'd say, that's the UI like. I can't believe this. You somehow inspired me again, Adjutant. From now on, the title of Big Sis should belong to you, or rather, Big Bro. Come on now. Honestly, I'd rather stick with Big Sis Enya. We all know we like a good dommy mommy. Got it. But hey, even Big Sis wants to be pampered once in a while. Anyway, thanks to you, I'm totally back on my feet. After we figure this out, let's win the competition together, Adjutant. I can't tell if this is like upscaled or downscaled. But it looks like it's either in Powered or it's in Arc. Hold on. Soon after, we made our way to the alternate distance. It's so empty, there's nothing here. What the heck is that? An inconspicuous control panel set in the center of the altar. It looks like the control panel of some sort of mechanism. Are there any machines nearby? Captain, I'm picking up the sound of an elevator motor running. I see, but it looks like this panel requires password verification. Let's just try the most common ones then. Admin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Incorrect password. You have 2 chances remaining. Here, let me. Feels like this one. Confined door refusal to be with. Shadow Lotus leads us through the dark tunnel. Correct password. The underground passage will open momentarily. You humans really love to use messages with deeper meanings of sound words. Not me. After squeezing into the dark, cramped elevator, we began our descent. The high-pitched sound of metal scraping on metal continuously assaulted my ears. Time seemed to slow down in this kind of place. I'm not sure how much time passed until finally. What is this, Danganronpa? We came upon a secret room below sea level. This space was filled with electronic devices, their indicator lights all flashing. Their status lights flickered like stars. Only the roaring of servers and our own ragged breathing echoed through the desolated air. No sign anyone had recently set foot here. And yet, one thing stood out. A USB drive left on the console like a breadcrumb. So, that was it. The enemies that had haunted us since the first mission had finally had a name. The challenges, the whole competition, someone had read it from the start. Beatrice, come out. Yes, sir. I faintly remember. I kind of remember her, but I also don't. Is Beatrice like a part of the Adventists? Like in the earlier chapters? I can't remember. Under everyone's stunned gaze, the mastermind behind the farce stepped forward at last, head bowed like a child caught red-handed in a prank. There's no serious harm done, but trespassing on the island and tampering with the event systems? Even after the light chasers had disbanded and she'd face consequences, some habits clearly die hard. Light chasers? Yeah, I think she was in the early chapters, not with the Adventists. It was with the crazy guy, I think. I looked at this girl who always flirted with danger. Sure. This time, she needed to be properly taught a lesson. Not just to stop her from stirring up trouble again, but also to break the chain that kept drawing her toward disaster. With that resolve, I sealed my gaze. You've got 5 minutes. Tell us everything, no mise en pieces. Well, here's what happened. Her gaze dropped to the floor, avoiding mine. Look in my eyes. You don't get to look away when you screw up. Understood. Eyes. A few weeks ago, during a volunteer shift, I overheard that the orphanage was trying to find a new home for a group of scavenger kids they'd just taken in. Those kids, the light chasers want to hurt them and their families just for sport. So she's here for redemption. She wants to get the island, but she's using underhanded ways. Right. I was right there, standing behind the tree, watching those twisted grins on the hall screen when I did nothing. In prison, I thought about it every single day. If I'd done something, anything, maybe things wouldn't have ended the way they did. So, the thought kept growing. Maybe one day I could... No, I had to. Atone for what I did. See, I've got her all figured out. So I rigged the contest to make sure Life's team would win, since they were trying to help the orphanage kids. Wait, how do you even know that was Life's? Because... Not my eyes. You're still on the fence, Haru. No, after hearing what you said, I found a new reason to compete, and a renewed sense of honor. So, this time, let me stand with you. Thank you, truly. What about you, Moxer? Yeah, I'm just here for breakfast. The adjutant told me there's a fried fish stall here that's the best in the area, yeah? Yes, you dropped your bag. Huh? Oh, thank you. She was a server, if I recall. That girl kind of familiar, yeah. ... Oof. Phew, good thing I wear a mask today. That was way too close. ... Life said if she wins, she's turning that cabin into an orphanage. Oh, it's not that she wants to atone by having herself get the access to the island. She's trying to rig it so that Life would win. Got it. Yeah, that explains it. No wonder something felt off about the volunteer. Yeah, that was me. And now, here we are. I used my one day out this year to volunteer for maintenance duty around the island perimeter. That night, I sucked in through the vents and hid out. When the contest began, I slipped into the control room and started tampering with the system. I didn't think you guys would find out before it ended. So, is Yggdrasil going to come after you for this? They will. I'll probably be transferred out of the Yggdrasil Correctional Center, sent to some remote prison, maybe for life, but that's what I deserve. I stood by and did nothing when the light chasers ran wild, kept making the wrong calls, lied to everyone again and again, so whatever happens to me, I brought it on myself. Adjutant, I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused, but this will be the last time, I promise. You simply think an apology is enough? It's more than this time. All the horrible things the light chasers did can't be erased with a single sorry. I know, I've made my bed, and now I have to sleep in it. But keep making it right, with your own hands. The same hands that bear mistakes. You and the tree are different after all. Left out a long breath. I looked into it. You never took part in any of the Light Chasers' twisted games. You even sent anonymous warnings to the scavengers more than once. ... But whenever it came time to choose, you looked away. You could have stopped the tree. You could have done something real for all those kids. You had the chance, and you let it pass. You made excuses. You having no choice? You tried to cheat the system, hoping a clever trick could save you from the hard thing. What you've done, it's not unforgivable, but don't confuse that with true repentance. So, before you send away, I want you to understand something. Saying stuff like, my crimes can be undone, won't erase the debt you owe. A debt only you can repay. The sins you carry, you'll have to face them yourself. No one else can. I lowered my voice, calm, firm, unwavering. From what I've seen, you're not lacking the courage to face what you've done. I reached out and tapped the badge on her shoulder. The exemplary volunteer pin. Its surface warrants no use. Truth is, you have already started down the right path. Her shoulders trembled, head still bowed. She said nothing until a single heavy tear hit the ground. Then, at last, he spoke. You're right. I've been running from my sins the whole time. Until I have the strength to face it all, I don't deserve to wear this. With that, Beatrice tore off her exemplary volunteer badge. The pin prickled her palm, drawing blood, but she held it out to me, unflinching. I didn't take it. I shook my head. Your tree paved his path with the blood of others, but you still have the chance to become a true light chaser. A noble dream like that, I don't deserve it. It's not a dream. It's your sentence. Will you owe those children? You will pay for the rest of your life. I closed her hand around the badge. Adjutant. You're the ones who can truly forgive you, who can grant redemption, are the ones the light chasers hurt. So hold on onto that badge. Let it remind you. Spend your time at the correctional center and reflecting on everything you've done. ... Understood. After her pause, she raised her sleeve and wiped away her tears. Then, with quiet resolve, she gave a firm nod. Airline soon arrived, leading the security and tech teams in response to the alert. We took Beatrice into custody and restored the central control system. At last, the disturbance had come to an end. Well then, shall we head back to the beach? Don't forget, there's still competition going on. Of course we haven't forgotten. Adjutant, please hold up your end of the promise. This is a matter of honor. We won't be going easy on you. So, as I said before, I accept your challenge. A ruthless judge and a guiding star for the lost. So which one is the real adjutant? Or maybe both are real? Dig beneath the surface and find a light deep inside each soul. Adjutant, you really are fascinating. But where did that reed drone go? Progress 9. All good vacations must end, and so must this stream dissipate in the waves. The big moment was here. The finals were taking place in front of the resort center. God, I hate the finals. Adjutant, Heimdall's coming up from the rear. Stay calm, and yeah, activate the crypt trap. On it. Fenny, launch the counterattack. Way ahead of you. With a bit of strategic deception, we were finally able to turn the tables. Of course, Liv and Howard weren't the type to give in after one slip-up. The battle raged on, locked in a stalemate until the sun was swallowed up by the ocean. Finally, a team emerged victorious, and the competition came to an end. This is Enya. Now, let's congratulate the Island Games winners. Enya, Fenny, and the Adjutant, please come up to claim your prize. Miss Enya, please represent the team and wear this flower crown. Thank you, but... is she gonna give it to us? I know. The Adjutant is the one who really deserves to wear this flower crown. Without him, we wouldn't be up here on the stage. It's the start tonight. He took off the flower crown and gently placed it on my head. Really, I didn't do much. You're still as humble as ever. But I like that about you, Adjutant. So, consider this a reward. Come give your big sis a hug. That is not a hug. I guess it's us hugging her? No. You just suddenly threw her, open her arms and leaned in toward me. Wait, and yet. Is she like on top of us now or something? The lights, the flowers, it all felt unreal. Like something out of a dream. But it was all a reality, unfolding before me. After the celebration, I tossed and turned in bed for a while before deciding to head to the beach. I laid down in the sand and thought about the day. If this was the kind of daily reality I truly desired, that means I should just accept. Yeah? The phantom vanished, carried away by the sound of the waves. Looks like there's a tree here too. Only then did I spot the shadowy outline of a massive crystal tree where the night sky and ocean met. Its presence seemed to be a reminder that this paradise won't last forever. Adjutant, I've been observing you for a long time. You seem to be worried recently. You're really close. Did I scare you? Your eyelids are slightly lowered. That indicates you have something on your mind. I can't say I'm surprised you noticed, Maxer. Like I said before, Adjutant, I've been observing you for a long time. Why is her skin darker here? Oh, I discovered that someone suspicious seemed to be lurking around this island. Would you like to investigate together? Someone sus? Maxer was probably exaggerating, but I took it as a chance to get my mind off things and spend some time with her. Of course we can investigate together. Do you want to ask anyone else? Whatever you prefer, Adjutant. I'm fine as long as you're here. Why is that? Because, Adjutant, you always notice the little things others miss, like her ears, and sniff out treasures no one else can, yeah? What kind of reason was that? What's Kash there? Whisper barely audible beneath the sound of the waves. Maybe I'm something you can find too, yeah? For just a moment, something unreadable flickered in her eyes, then vanished. What was that you said? 919, yeah? And just like that, she bounced back to her usual, cheerful self. Maybe she was right. I always seem to catch the things others miss. And in that moment, I glimpsed it through her amber eyes. A soul tangled in something vast and unknowable. On the surface, she seemed carefree, but underneath, something deep and unseen held her captive, leaving her stranded in place no one else could reach. Was it loneliness? The kind that comes from never truly understanding the world? I couldn't say for sure, but one thing I didn't know. I gently tapped Max on the nose. Then let's find them together, whatever answers you're looking for. Okay, yeah. As the one entrusted with finding Moxer, I made a silent vow. Someday, I'd unravel the secrets behind those amber eyes and bring this stray cat home. Aw, that's cute. That felt like it should have been the end, and that's fitting because Foul 3 is like kind of a separator. Bring Island, Ancient Owl's Survey. What do you mean survey? After the Heimdall games wrapped up, Max and I set off on a new adventure, chased down the mystery drone. Oh, it's a drone. I slipped into the control center during the earlier chaos, and now it has seized control of the island's central system. Hold on, I'm gonna check something. Oh, hello, I'm so sorry you guys commented I didn't rechat. Redemption arc, yeah. And I'm so sorry. Please, I don't know if you guys are here. I mean, one's on YouTube, I think. The okay, so it's you on YouTube. I recommend using the thing that you can use bits to like send a text to speech message. That way, I will immediately know you guys commented. I haven't found a workaround yet, but that's the best way. I'm gonna reset my motion capture. Hold on. Okay. Keep in mind the rewritten story has been rewritten, so it's a bit different from the original. It's the opposite. Star Master uses map. Yeah, I know Star Master uses map. I just didn't know like which came first. Well, I didn't know which came first, given that this is a rerun, then it'd probably use the map for Star Master. How's it different from the original though? If you're still here. With the island now divided into 3 sectors, the mastermind behind the mystery drone finally revealed themselves. Search the island for shattered stone tablets and uncover the secrets of the vanished Tifa. Was that in the USB that we found? And just like that, we found ourselves caught up in another mystery game. Back on the altar, the Tifa. Roughly 2,000 years ago, they set sail from what is now Petra's western coast. After weathering countless storms and waves, they finally made landfall right here. Landfall? Like landho? Landfall? That is a weird word. On this secluded island, they built a paradise of their own. But around 1,300 years ago, or 1,300 years ago, their civilization mysteriously declined. Over one single night, the entire Tifa vanished without a trace. Legend has it, they journeyed to another world. A realm of consciousness like Valhalla. As the game progressed, you uncovered not only the truth behind the Tifa, but also the figure pulling the strings from the shadows. Anticlia, a scholar once part of the Thras investigative team at the academic Acropolis. Years ago, her team came to this island in search of the origin of Dravosis. But just as they reached a breakthrough, on the verge of unlocking a sealed stone door in the ruins, the Acropolis abruptly shut the project down. But why? Ramsey's group and Yggdrasil stepped in, and the latter confiscated all research data. All Thrace's efforts were scrapped. The Acropolis pulled its funding entirely. This would not be the whole truth. In an era where humans were true... What? In an era when humans were yet to conquer the sea. Battered by war, their bodies scarred, the drifters from the far shore of the island prayed. Allow us to bid this earthly pain farewell. And so, after countless offerings, Tuyakash answered their plea at last. The baby, unable to feel pain, was born. This is the story of the first emissary's birth. Excerpt from Atiklia's recorded observations of Yahoo Island. Hold on. The original has less fan service and more serious tone. The new one also gives Beatrice a better redemption as well, and 3 new story chapters focusing on Maxler. Okay. Is it better or worse then, in your opinion? Myth though it may be, their unique bloodline lives on to this day. In every era, there are always those who rise to brave the tides of fate and chart new paths forward. Man, speaking of this, I was playing Honkai Star Rail today and yesterday. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. I could have streamed yesterday. I was doing the version event of like the fairies and stuff, the fairy kitchen. I finished it 100%. But I also witnessed a lot of 3.4, and I also did a bit of 3.4. I don't know if it's 3.4 or 3.5. Is it 3.5 that's coming up, or is it? Hold on. I believe I am going into 3.5. Man, I almost cried when Chitonis. Well, people are gonna die. I'm gonna say people are gonna die. But they'll come back. I'd say much better. We get to see more cute side of Maxor, and it aligns with more Snowbreak's current route. Current route of fan service or what? But yeah, like, you know, Tide, you know, the Black Tide fate. Genshin and Honkai Star is all about the people and defying fate, and you know, making new paths. So, was that the final tale of the island? A year later, a summer wane, the story between Maxor and me continues on this island. It's never over. No one's gonna get that reference. August 10, I assume this is like the new bit with Maxor, I assume. I don't know. What's that new? Meow's Epilogue 1, Story Beyond. Friendly reminder from Maxor. For an optimal experience, you're encouraged to complete Maxor Shadow Khan's personal files and Infinity Story before signing this epilogue. Can I quit? Skip. I'm gonna see if I have access to that. I don't think I do. Personal file. Is it this one? Hold on, it did say... Hold on, I'm gonna look into it again. Did it say her personal file? Is it a personal file for her unique version? Or is it the personal file of her base version? Sorry. Oh, it's Shadow Khan Maxor, and probably... And I should probably, you know, just do this because I don't have her. Not here. Version event holiday back here. August 10. Did it still give us the warning? Yes. Encourage to read Maxor Shadow Khan from the stories. I think we did like one Affinity story with her. I can't recall. You guys can look back at the previous streams. It's Matter Purple Shadow Khan Gold version. Yeah, I don't have her, so I can't, you know, we can't go through it. So I guess we're gonna have to look through some spoilers, if you guys won't mind. So yeah, too bad. I feel like Shadow Khan's personal file should have been opened explicitly during the rerun. He never meowed when she fell, nor flinched when she stepped on pins. So Maxor was the child who was born that couldn't feel pain, I assume? Well, not like the child, but like, you know, the bloodline. This story took place 1 year after a time on Yaluan. A story just for Maxor and me. It's time, yeah? Let's go dig up the treasure I buried. What, like a time capsule? Got a bite? Seems like it. Should I reel it in? Maxor had been purring softly in my arms, suddenly perked up. She bent her body forward, hips raised, eyes fixed on the twitching tip of the rod. Sus. Wait, it might just be a school of minnows nibbling at the bait. Even if it's a king breed, we should wait until it's so deep. No big splash on the surface yet, yeah? Oof, how much longer is this going to take? We've been here for 2 hours. Do humans really go on fishing on dates? Oh wait, that was my idea. Glad you remember, but since we're here, we're not leaving without a king green. Also, Moxor might coming back to my arms? Yeah? You're in the way! All I can see is your back. Moxor's back. Da-da-da. Then, wanna see the front too? Moxor turned to me. Your tips tinged red. They are not. She hooked a pinky under her cinder strap and asked. Oh. Voice calm, but laced with bashful edge. You can touch me soon, yeah? It's not like you need both hands before a fish bites, right? Heart skipped a beat. I'd grown used to how her thoughts wander, but this kind of boldness still caught me off guard. What's with that look? Isn't this what human couples do on dates? I've never been on one, I couldn't say. We hadn't said it out loud, but after everything we've been through, we already felt like a couple. Still. There's a time and place for this, you know? Time and place. This beach. No, this whole island. It's just us, right? So isn't that the perfect setting to do something we enjoy? Something we enjoy? Before I could catch on, Moxor suddenly pounced. Moxor, what are you? I don't know if my mic can catch this. Shh! She shut her eyes and nestled her head snugly against my chest. Okashina. You say it's not the right time and place, but your heart's pumping like crazy. Da-da-da. I'm pretty sensitive to your signals, Adjutant. At this range, I don't think you need to be. There's 2 millimeters left between us. That's barely any space at all. My ears are full of your heartbeat, yeah? Moxor? Even my nose is filled with your scent now. You whip your head against me like a kitten, so this was her idea of something we enjoyed. Adjutant, I want you... Her ring and murmurs turned the air hazy with intimacy. Is this safe for YouTube? Have you seen the new trailer for next match? No, we're gonna look at that in a bit. We left out a soft moan, then wrapped her slender arms around my neck in reply. And then she took it a step further to nuzzle me back. As she rose, her gauzy white dress... Her gauzy white dress slipped off, her olive-toned skin brushing my nose, drinking in my warm breath. Are we really doing this right here, right now? I find myself asking that silently. This development caught me off guard, but truthfully, I didn't mind. Moxor was someone deeply cared for, and like she said, this was a date. A private one, just the two of us. So, maybe just this once, I could let her cling to me however she liked, but... Doshita no, Moxor? It's getting kind of hot, yeah. Well, yeah. It's bound to get hot when we're this close together on such a sunny day. Maybe we should find something cooler. Yeah. I like it just the way it is. You do? I love how this feels. How does it feel? Like ice cream slowly melting under the summer sun. Bit by bit, even the last 2 millimeters melt away. Until we finally become... Oh, I'm so gonna get banned. Until we finally become one and the space between us turns negative. No, at that point, distance stops making sense. Typical Moxor, only she could come up with such a whimsical metaphor. Still, at this rate, we'd get a heat stroke before we get melted. But before I could utter this comment... Yeah. The rod suddenly dipped. The fishing pole we left on the dock was being pulled toward the water. Let's grab onto her. And the rod. Got it. Yeah? Is it a king green? Yeah? Gonna pull it, say it is. Yeah. Why do you have to bite now? Let's give her a head pat. Looks like we'll have to hit pause on that thing we endure for now. I get it. As they say, the sweeter the fruit ripens, the sweeter it tastes. Is it? What's a fruit that ripes slowly? I don't know much about botany to say. I know there's a type of banana that takes a year to grow fruit, but I don't know if the fruit grows, how long they ripe. I don't know, I just assume that's the case. Maxer is supposed to be like the science nerd here. Even a little weight makes the reward more special, yeah? Okay, here's your daily bit of science knowledge. The reason why instant noodles are instant, you know, they take 1 to 3 minutes, sometimes even longer, depending on what you take, what you're having. It's because the extra waiting time makes it taste better, because you are more hungry, and when you're hungry, anything tastes good, and if something tastes good already or okay, it makes it better, especially considering how much sodium is in cup noodle. So there's your daily dose of science from yours truly. Can I agree with that? Though, does that proverb really fit here? It just came to me, yeah? Keeping up with Max's train of thought was still no easy task. A week ago, Max suddenly told me she wanted to revisit Yellow Island with me. It didn't seem like a big deal, but I asked her about her motivation out of curiosity. This is Maxer's room. What is this table? Okay, let's dissect other bits of the room first. I assume this is like a corner where you can just like sit around. Okay, so her theme is like, I wouldn't say Egyptian cat, but like, you know, it's Egyptian and cat is what I'm going for with the theme. So, you know, that plant, speaker, I assume those are like plushies. That's some sort of eyepiece, I assume. These two tables, I feel like, okay, I don't think they're just regular tables. I think they're like the glass tables where there's like a screen underneath. Maybe a hologram can pop up, you know. This, I assume it's like a scale. It's either a scale or one of those things you can put like planets on as like a decoration. Anyway, if I had to say it in human terms, I guess it's for a date. I'll need a clearer answer than that, Miss Maxler. I'm gonna go there for a date. I'm a girl, you know, saying that out loud is kinda embarrassing, yeah? Really? You don't sound embarrassed at all. Did I miss the right amount of shyness? I'm working so hard to learn how to be a cute human girl, but the Adjutant still won't validate me. Tap tap. I told you, Maxer, you're a human girl, you're just a little special. And I like you that way, Maxer. Yeah, I was only teasing you. Well, looks like you already mastered human style humor. Yeah, no more head taps. You actually like that? Yeah, maybe it's because when you tap me on the head, you're always so gentle. It feels more like you're petting me. Anyway, why did you pick Yellow Island for a date? Because last year I didn't get to have enough fun with you. I was still caught up in digging in the sand, and I really regret it, yeah? Regret, huh? Maxer once so detached from the world, so at ease in solitude, now feeling regret over something like that. No, maybe it wasn't that she actually enjoyed solitude. The condition kept her living as if behind soundproof glass, dulling pain and numbing loneliness. Speaking of not feeling pain, yeah, that's how her room looks if you buy all her furniture. Yeah, same with like all the other NPC, not NPCs, all the other girls. I figured that out like a few streams ago. The thing about not feeling pain, people think, oh, it's good that you don't, someone cannot feel pain. It is a condition. it's a real medical condition and it's bad. Like you can still feel emotional pain, not physical pain. So not feeling physical pain means, like, for example, maybe you have organ failure. Maybe, for example, like me, I breathe in some stuff into my airway. If I couldn't feel pain, maybe some stuff entered my airway and I wouldn't know. You know, parasites are a problem because you can't feel them, you know, digging around inside your body. You know, it's Nudge Nudge Wink Wink House episode. You know, let's say you got in a car crash. You know, people after a car crash, they usually are fine for like an hour or two because of the adrenaline. They don't feel pain at all, and then they pass out because maybe they start feeling the pain. Maybe they broke a bone, or maybe they injured an organ. Same people in like mass casualty incidents. You know, maybe a GSW is on your leg, and because of all the adrenaline, you don't feel it until you touch it, and oh hey, why is there a hole here? Or maybe you feel some sort of wetness, then you'll know that you got a GSW. But yeah, so not feeling pain is a problem. It's not a problem in like light situations, like maybe and also if you take a shower, you can't tell how hot the water is until your skin fucking cooks. You know, and that's bad. You know, same thing with food. You can constantly burn your tongue and not know it, and you know, you lose your sense of taste eventually. I mean, I guess the texture would change on your tongue if you do get burned. So I guess that's how they would know. But you know, they won't know maybe on their first time. So yeah, in light circumstances, maybe like things that your daily injuries, maybe not feeling pain would be better. So like, I can stub my toe and not be out of service for like 5 minutes, you know. But for more serious stuff like parasitic infections, you know, car crash, you know, those you do not want to be unable to feel pain. I mean, you do have adrenaline anyway. Actually, that reminds me, like, why isn't adrenaline used as like a painkiller? You know, if it can be so good that it can numb pain from broken bones, GSWs, why isn't you? I guess it isn't used as often because it causes changes to blood pressure, or hormones, heart rate. So if you're bleeding already, I would rather give you morphine and fent rather than give you adrenaline, because you are going to bleed out even faster. Anyway. So much so that she'd forgotten what tender warmth felt like. Adjutant, are you listening? Sorry, spaced out for a sec. About realizing it, I started thinking like Maxer about all those elusive abstract things. Loneliness, connection, bonds between people in the world. I never used to think about that kind of stuff. But now, because of Maxer, I do. I guess once you get close to a person, you start resonating with the way they think. You know, I have a classmate that I only met recently in my... Oh, I'm not going to talk myself even further, but I had a classmate that I met recently, like a month ago. We hadn't known each other before, but we have a mutual friend. That's how she knows that I'm his friend. I'm their friend. That's how they reached out to me, and they said they did say that, oh, you two do talk similarly, and that's upon me saying, I think, okay. I tend to say okay with like okay like that, with like O and K separately and long. Even in text, I add space. You can, if you see my comments on like social media, you might see them. That's how I do. So in this storyline, or in this part of the story, we are close. We have been close to Maxor, and now we are thinking more like how Maxor would. So yeah. Turns out, when you try to understand someone, their wavelengths starts to rub off on you. And little by little, she'd become like any other girl, laughing when she's happy, pouting when she's not. She even cares about her own catchphrases now. Pays attention to what water temperature I like. And whenever she's feeling lonely, she barges into my room and commandeers my clothes. Maybe that's what people call assimilation. Or, in simpler terms, falling for each other, and little by little, we're becoming the versions of ourselves the other likes. Maybe that's what love really is. Is it really love if you have to change yourself for that other person? Not like have to, but, you know, food for thought. For reference, my ideal shower temperature is 36 degrees in summer, or like warmer climates, and 41 in hotter, colder climates. Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I was saying, I keep having nightmares where Etchel runs off with you in her mouth. I hate that. I think I get it. Well, everything but the nightmare part. That one's a little hard to picture. Once your remarks are puff up in protest, I stifle a laugh. Put my hands on my lips on my hips, and do my best to keep on a straight face. But if something's bothering you, then let's fix it together. You mean, you go on a date with me, yeah? Why would I ever turn down something that sweet? Yeah, then why don't you ask many questions? Just curious. You're kind of unpredictable. Figured you might have some hidden motive. Well, at least when it comes to being jealous over you, just like any other human girl. Alright. Just the two of us this time. It's scary. What's scary? What are you referring to that's scary? What did I say that could be scary? Oh right, about being unable to feel pain. Yeah. If you're in a first world country and you're like rich, it's probably not a problem. Aside from the car crash, you probably would be getting in cars more often if you're rich. At least you won't be in train crashes. Yeah, I get that. I figured it out. It's the ping, you know. I think there's like 45 seconds of ping on Twitch. I'm not sure about YouTube. I think about like half a minute. But yeah, if you're rich, you don't have to worry about you know, first of all, you don't have to worry about getting the Medicare. You know, whether if it's insurance or just having the money to go to a private hospital. Private hospitals, they do charge a lot, to my knowledge, but they do take care of you better. Like better food, better nurses, you know, better service. More importantly, though, for example, I have joint pain. If I go to a government hospital, they're not going to care about that joint pain unless it's something that can be like immediately identified. Like I had X-rays. They couldn't find out the source of my joint pain. So all they do is give you painkillers, I swear. At least, you know, in the hospitals I go to. And it's just paracetamol. Paracetamol isn't that strong. Like what like 75% of people who took paracetamol thinks it doesn't do anything. Paracetamol is a really common medication. It's a main component of medications such as Panadol. Aside from mild pain-killing properties, it also has it also helps if you're having a fever. So if you have pain and fever, paracetamol is the way to go. Maybe a tiny bit of caffeine with the paracetamol. But, you know, I'm not the medical advice you should be taking from. I'm not the source of medical advice you should be having. What? Hold on. I'm not the person who you should listen to for medical advice. That's the word. I can only give you tips rather than advice, honestly. Back on topic, aside from being able to pay for Medicare, and aside from being in cars more often and subsequently being in car crashes more like having a high likelihood of being in car crashes, you probably would have a good heating system, like a tap control that controls your water temperature for your shower or bath, or like even the faucet. You could have some kind of servant that like knows, oh, you have this problem, so you shouldn't. So they would make sure that it's cold enough for you to drink or eat. Whether if it's giving you cold food or just like waiting for the food to rest, like meat. Meat needs to rest to be juicy. Like for example, steak takes like 10 or 15 minutes to rest, I think. What else? What are there? If you're rich, you probably wouldn't be having parasites unless you have a pet. And if you were rich, you probably would leave some kind of not rough work, but like hand work. No, what's the word? Like labor to like hired people. Maybe you don't need to do plumbing around your house. You don't need to like do shit with wood and metal. I myself am the second engineer of the family. I fix electronics, not that good. There's a limit to how well I can fix electronics without like solder and stuff. Most notably, I fixed like I'm the IT guy aside from engineering. I fixed those like cassette tape players and also DVD players. I fixed those at home. My Twitch? Okay, my stream is still going. My internet's fine. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. That place is under renovation now. Temporarily closed. No one will bother us, but we'll have to handle food, lodging, basically everything ourselves. Got it. Just a survival game on a deserted island. No biggie, yeah? I mean, they can also bring some food with them, They're taking a flight or a boat there anyway. Might as well have like a box of food, I think they're going there for a week. So like a week of food, 3 meals. Assume 3 meals, okay? Maybe some snacks as well. That's 3 times 7. 21 times 2 for 2 people, 42. 42 MREs. How feasible is that? Let's see. 2, 21. Yeah, you can have... How big of a container would be needed for 42 MREs? Let's see. Like a few boxes. And given, that there's like probably a harbor, they can carry to like, I assume like 4 boxes. Let's say 4 boxes, okay? 4 cardboard boxes. They can carry that, okay? 4 cardboard boxes, like, no problem. And they still have like I don't know where they're living. I don't know if they're camping or if they're living in like the hotel or some shit. It's probably not going to be a problem. It's not that bad. The system's will run automatically. There just won't be any staff. I see. So really, there is no problem at all, yeah? Oh right. There's actually something important I need to do there. What is it? Clone join in the danger zone. It's time, yeah. Let's go dig up the treasure I buried. But when impressed with detail, she stays suspiciously vague. All I know is there's something she hid on that island long ago, and now she wants it back. A time capsule, perhaps? Yeah, that's what I thought. A meaningful keepsake, sealed away in a container, buried deep underground, meant to be uncovered at a designated time. Or, to put it more poetically, a ritual that connects one's past to their future. Xenoblade future connected. So what kind of trigger did Noxa choose to tie her past to her future? It's a king dream, it really is, yeah? The shining blue dorsal fin sliced through the water. A fish the length of my arm burst into the air, splashing wildly. Gotcha, bitch! I braced myself, pulled it with all my strength, and flung the rod behind me. Massive king bream arced through the air and landed right on shore. Depending on where you flicked it onto, it's probably going to be full of sand and you're going to have to wash it off. And if you wash it off, it's probably going to come alive. Woo, that took some work. You naughty fish, you ruined my moment with the adjutant. Take this. Poke. I know what a poking is, I just don't know how I can word it. Like hoi? Like ora? I don't know. Ora. That, there he goes. Okay, go oink. Wait, I don't know. Alright. It probably didn't mean to disturb us. Cut us some slack, Max here. Besides, if not for that fish, we might have gotten keystroke. You just got spared by the adjutant's mercy, you bad fish. That's another one checked off. Catch a king bream with the adjutant. I nodded and pulled out a tiny cat paw stamp and pressed it onto our to-do list. We did it together, yeah? Yep, we both grabbed the rod at the same time. Your reflexes were lightning fast. That's because I was really close to you, yeah? Does that explain anything? Close enough to hear your thoughts in real time, yeah? Whimsical logic, so very much so. I mean, cats do have naturally good reflexes. Like, have you seen a snake, like pounce, like a snake attack, like when it's like, when its head is like stood up and it's like gonna attack? A cat can like smack their head mid that happening. So like they have really good reflexes. I was just about to say that, but then I saw the mischievous gleam in her eyes. That look, part smug prankster, part sly flirt. Was that a joke? Huh, looks like she really has picked up human humor. Next up on the list, have sea salt meow meow ice with the adjutant. Wait, don't you mean sea salt watermelon ice? Is there a difference? Yeah, big one. You skipped a key ingredient. Yeah. I tapped my head again, adjutant. Sorry. The tactile feedback was just too satisfying. No need to say sorry, Nyan. Told you I love it. Only apologize because you yelped. If anyone deserves an apology, it's the fish, Nyan. Right. We'd almost forgotten about it. Eat the fish. Eat the fish. I stepped over to your king bream, still flopping on the sand, and reached out. Yeah, you should wrap it up first. Let's take the towel. Getting jabbed by the dorsal fin would really hurt, yeah. Hurt. Huh, I see. Yeah? I wish she hadn't realized it yet, but she already had all pieces of the answer. Understanding one another is not a goal, it's a process. But will there really come a day when all the pieces are put together and everyone can understand one another? In that case, it'll be my most precious piece, adjutant. Let's find the answer to that question together. I want to try to understand humans again. Humans like you. The girl who once couldn't feel pain was now warning me to avoid it without even realizing. So not only has she like known more about humans, but she also has like a caring personality. As our souls drew closer, we'd been quietly filling each other's missing pieces with our own warmth. Where's the sound effects game? I gently let go. With a flash of silver scales, the king bream darted off into the water and swam away, no one's looking back. Huh? You just let it go? Yeah, there's no chef around to cook it. Figured we might as well set it free. Mottai na. Watching the ripples fade into the distance, Maxar puffed up her cheeks in protest. So rude, it didn't even say thank you. If it did, that'd be a horror story. I think beams don't really do that. It jumped out of the water. That has to mean thank you, right? Maybe, or maybe it's just taunting me. I knew we shouldn't have let it go, yeah. Well, that's just my theory. A fish theory. Or rather, a food theory. Man, I watched a new food theory about suspicious stew today. I really want some mushrooms. The last time I ate mushrooms, when was it? I don't remember. Mushrooms have a natural umami flavor, which is monosodium glutamate. So, mushrooms are also really good at absorbing water and oil. So, you know, if you cook with mushrooms, be careful about how much water or oil you use, or just any liquid you use, because they can absorb that liquid. Maybe it's just throw it to be 3. Anyway, come on, Maxer. Let's go get some Meow Meow Watermelon Ice. It's sea salt watermelon ice. I said it that way on purpose. Huh? Thought about it, and yeah, your version's definitely cuter. Yeah, was that a compliment? I'd say so. Yippee! Maxer gently looped her arm around mine. Laughter, like summer sunlight, drifted through the air. We sat on a sun-bleached dock, waves brushing our toes, exchanging words lighter than the clouds overhead. Our hearts drifted with the sea breeze, our long shadows quietly blending into one. Maybe moments like this, warm, quiet, and peaceful, are the truest gift between lovers. Maybe a date is just that, soft laughter, lingering glances, and joy that ripples like the tide. Not, you know, that's what a date is supposed to be like, not some $3,000 steakhouse with shitty wine. Ah, right. After we have our Meow Meow shaved ice, can we get back to that thing we both enjoy? Oh, Max, you don't wanna? Of course I do. Ah, you tapped my head again, yeah? Ah, they're so cute. This game, it's wholesome when it's wholesome, it has shit writing, and when it has shit writing. Meow's Epilogue 2, Story Beyond. I think it's the Story Beyond in the first one as well. One day, the plush cat met a little gray cat. You get hurt, he'd always say, tugging her gently away from sharp things with his soft little paw. Oh, the gray cat is the Adjutant, and the plush cat is the is Moxer, I think. Makes sense. Our outfit is usually gray, or well, yeah, it's gray. As the sun sank slowly into the sea, the evening breeze shifted, carrying the scent of inland grass and trees, softening the briny tang of the ocean air. Is it? Does it? Hold on. I forgot which direction. I forgot my geography. Like, which direction does the wind blow when the sun hits the water and whatever? I'll just assume that's the case. Palm fronds swayed in rhythm with the breeze, joining in waves in an ancient whispering symphony. A song written by the wind and surf long before we were even born. An eternal love song. All done, yeah? Master gave a smug little hum through her nose, her mechanical ears twitching. Oh, those are mechanical. I thought those are, well, biological. We just ticked off the last item on our date's to-do list. Well, everything except for the swim. I pointed at the lone row left unstamped by the tiny cat paw. Using a floaty totally counts as swimming, right? If it did, every stream coach would be out of a job. She stared at the foaming surf, ears perking up, then drooping. After a brief hesitation, she gave into fear of the water. With what? Hold on, I'm gonna drink some water. After a brief hesitation, she gave in to her fear of the water. Or more precisely, her fear of losing control of her body in it. That one, I give up, yeah. But in exchange, I had 5 Meow Meow popsicles today. And that's a trade. How? I found myself silently commenting, still. Well, it's your list, you get the final say. Even if you replace Learn to Swim with Meow 5 times, it's still counted. Really? Then I'll start now. Please don't make me voice it. Please. Oh, I need to voice it. No. I haven't made like a... Not like a how should I say this? I'm gonna make me like a real sounding cat sound in Wild. I'm so gonna embarrass myself. I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself just to test my voice. Okay, it's good enough. It's not good, but it's good enough. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 yeah? I'm so sorry you guys have to hear that. Does that count? That was just... That was way too cute. That level of cuteness was a danger to public health, enough to unravel any sane mind. Those wide innocent eyes, puffed out cheeks, that little head tilt. You just sent a jolt through my fingertips. So, naturally. Yeah? Winseki? I cupped her touched little cheeks in both hands and gave them a firm, satisfying squish. Oh man, I just had to squish these adorable cheeks. Sneaky Adjutant, but ambushing me like that, yeah. People sneak attacks on me all the time. Call justice. Now hold still. Yeah, you're really milking this, Adjutant. I can milk something else, nudge nudge wink wink. Uh-oh, her cheeks were too soft, her cat ears twitching. The tactile feedback was irresistible. I just couldn't stop myself. If you keep squishing, my cheeks are gonna sprout tiny kittens, yeah? That's not how biology works. It could happen, yeah. I mean, they'll puff up like little kittens, yeah? Honestly, Adjutant, you're totally obsessed with my cheeks, yeah? Well, everyone has 2 pairs of cheeks. She kept up the grumbling, but her toes betrayed her, rising up just enough to nudge her cheeks even closer to my hands. In the end, I only let go when the twilight had fully settled in. Opaka, your hands must be all sore from all that squishing, yeah? Can't help it, you're just too cute. Yeah. It didn't stop me either, and look at those cheeks, all red. So if I'm a dummy, you are too. Yeah. I'm just shy. Shy? You feel so nice when you squish my cheeks, that's what I wanted to say. But then I thought, for a human girl, that might be a little embarrassing, so I held back. And yet you said it anyway. Let's not dwell on that, yeah? No can do. Let's not dwell on that, yeah? Still now. Naze. Because you're way too cute. You didn't have to say it right to my face. Her ears perked straight up as her whole face turned beet red. You see that this time, Max really understood what it meant to be shy. Anyway, she drew a deep breath, her fingers peeked shyly from under her skirt helm. Then out came the cat paw snap, and the nearly completed to-do list. Then the swim replaced with mail 5 times. Check. Now it's really done, yeah? Do you have OCD or something, Luxor? Wrong. If I had OCD, I wouldn't have changed the list at all, yeah? I just didn't want our special date to have any regrets. Like, what if someday we're going to do that thing we enjoyed together and I'm totally lost in the moment? And suddenly I remember, yeah, there's one thing we never finished on that date. It totally ruined the mood. And then, on the day of our covenant ceremony, I might even cry over it. No way, you'll only be crying happy tears, if anything. And that's one heck of a leap. Can't help it. When I'm with you, my thoughts just drift away off into our future. Oh, it's just like me. I'm the kind of person that, like, if a girl even compliments me, I'm already thinking, like, what to name our second child. Anyway, just like that, through playful teasing and little bits of banter, Moxie and I finished our entire date checklist. Under the silver glow of moonlight, rows of tiny paw prints proudly marked the story of our day. And of course, there's still one thing left to do. It's time, yeah. Let's go think of the treasure I buried. For the treasure hunt. Come with me. Your soft little hand slipped suddenly into mine. My treasure lies atop the ruins on the highest peak. We'll never find treasure. I followed her finger, gazing toward the summit. The ruins gleamed under the moonlight, still and silver. A summer ago, that was where I found Maxer after she'd gone missing during the vacation. That was where we made a promise. gather all the pieces so we could truly understand one another. So that's the place. That's where our treasure awaits. Hand in hand, we began to climb up the mountain path. But before long, a battered under construction sign blocked our way. The bridge beyond had completely collapsed. Yeah, it's a dead end. We stared at the road that cuts off so abruptly, sighing in unison. We knew the island was under renovation, but I hadn't expected even the main route to the summit to be out. Looks like we'll have to find another way up, yeah? Yeah, but that's fine. We're not in a rush. As they say, all roads lead to Lukalan. Lukalan? Is it Ukraine? I mean, like, it's supposed to be Rome in our world, but Lukalan sounds like Ukraine in Chinese, so I assume it's Ukraine. But, you know, to avoid political stuff in their translation, they changed it. We'll get there one way or another. But we're not going to Lukalan, yeah? It's just an expression. Oh, there's a cat nearby. That one was a little too convincing. Watashi janai yo. Narawa. Just as we are goofing around, a sleek black kitten peeked out from the underbush, amber eyes gleaming in the sunset. Honto no neko, huh? But where did it come from, yeah? It's in the woods, I whispered it out, but then I realized maybe that wasn't what she was asking. What puzzled her was how a cat ended up on Yellow Island at all. Maybe it came with the construction crew. Ships often bring cats to deal with stowaway mice. Deal with mice? Yeah, freight ships have rat problems, so crews sometimes keep cats or dogs to help. So they're laborers. From a human standpoint, sure, it's utilitarian. But if you see it differently, they're like guardian spirits of the ship. That's oddly mythical, yeah? Just a poetic metaphor. They weren't just hunters, they were also companions to the crew. Sounds like extra work, yeah? I guess you can say that, but maybe cats don't see it that way. For them, it's just survival instinct. We're the ones who attach meaning. I think I get it now, Adjutant. Do you think they ever get lonely? During their lives at sea, surrounded by steel and diesel, do they wish they had other cats to talk to? I'm not a cat, so I can't say for sure. But if I had to guess as a human, I'd say yes. Maybe loneliness is part of being alive, but there's a big difference between involuntary solitude and choosing to be alone. But, I met Macho's eyes shine like the moon, and gave her a gentle smile. But I believe loneliness is never really a choice. Just an excuse we're clinging to until we find where we belong. ... Before we noticed, the kitten had crept within a meter of us. It doesn't seem scared, yeah? Probably used to being around people. Enough to meet his gaze. You know this island well, don't you? Then will you show us the way? It mewed twice, turned with a swish of its tail, and looked back. As if to say, follow me. Night had fallen, hand in hand, we climbed through the mountain woods, following the kitten's lead. On the soft loam, delicate paw prints scattered like plum blossoms, interwoven with softly glowing pink blush blooms called shadow lotus. Just like that, we became travelers chasing flowers. Didn't expect pink shadow lotuses up here, yeah? Yeah, I don't remember seeing them last year. A poetic thought crossed my mind. Seasons come and go, but if you keep walking forward, maybe the blossoms we once missed will greet us at the next bend. The background seems kind of eerie. I know this is supposed to be like comforting, but this art style is not comforting. Before long, another bridge blocked our path. I like the artier concrete one. This bridge was a suspension of plants and vines, stretching over a roaring pool beneath the falls. At first glance, it was only missing a few planks in the middle, and even a fall wouldn't be less threatening. The black kitten bounded across the far post and let out a meow, as if to say, "Follow me." I'll take point. Or, I'll take point. That's a better tone. The bridge looked fine at a glance, but the vines and plants could have been rotting underneath. The wood groaned ominously underfoot the moment I stepped on, but held. Careful, Adjutant. Behind me, Moxer stood with clenched fists, watching nervously. Fakey. After calming her, I steadied my breath, planted my footing, and began to cross with deliberate steps. Made it. Once my feet landed on solid ground again, I glanced around. The kitten was gone, but this place was a sturdy-looking vine. Had it left it there, or had it always been? No time to wonder. I checked the vine, tied one end to the post, and flung the other end to Moxer. All set. Come on over. Got it. Moxer gripped the rope then stepped onto the bridge. Everything went smoothly, right up until the last plank. Uh-oh, Shinge. Maybe couldn't handle 2 crossings in a row. It gave out with a loud crack. Adjutant. I got you. おかしいな。大丈夫か, Moxie? Before I could even think, my arm had already moved, catching her before she realized what was happening. 大丈夫です。実は、I don't think I'm scared of falling anymore. Oh yeah? Then maybe I'll let go. Maybe don't, yeah. If anything, we should fall in together. Or how about we both get back to solid ground instead? Hold on, Sight. I'm pulling you up. Sense of peace. In that instant, as she plunged into weightlessness, all the nightmares that had haunted her for years seemed to ebb away, retreating like the tide from the shore. So, this is what it feels like when fear turns to courage for sheer will. Or maybe, more truthfully, her outstretched hand wasn't driven by her fear of the water anymore. This time, she was reaching for someone else, for someone. The entwined silhouette shimmered on the water's surface. Moxer closed her eyes. In that instant, it dawned on her. I don't need that excuse anymore, Nya. Once you crossed the rickety bridge, the path ahead smoothed out, and before long, we hit a proper paved road. Even without the kitten to lead us, I felt certain we'd be fine. The moonlit path seemed to be leading us exactly where we were meant to go. A reservoir. Just around the bend, Moxer paused by an old, weathered signpost. Yeah, an abandoned one. You remember? Acropolis researchers used to run fieldwork here. Investigating the Typha, right? Exactly. This place used to supply fresh water to the researcher teams. But after Amzi's group and Yggdrasil took over, they switched to desalinated seawater. And this place was left behind. So it's a relic from my alma mater. Want to check it out? It's the rainy season. It's probably full. Totally. Rainwater, not ideal for drinking, but I assume there's some sort of filtration process. You know, disinfection, whatever. Raw rainwater has lots of particulate matter from the air. You know, carbon dioxide infused in it, making it acidic. That's why it's you shouldn't, you know, be having rain on your hair, on your scalp, because you get hair loss if the rainwater, you know, does damage to your scalp for long enough. It's not a thing that, oh, once you have hair touch your hair, you are gonna go bald. No, it's like a exposure thing. So if you were in the rain, like without an umbrella or something, remember to take a shower to like wash off all the stuff in your hair. You know, if you have an umbrella and you didn't get any in your scalp, then you're fine. Aside from that, there's also like bacteria. You know, there's also maybe like bird poop or like just other bacteria on the collector. So it's not advised to drink rainwater. You know, some kids do it. You know, they open their mouths in the rain, but again, you know, rainwater on the head, not good. If you can maintain like a freshwater, like a water collector for rainwater collector, and manage some sort of filtering system, then yeah, you can drink that water. But otherwise, no. By now, the treasure Maxo had been chasing no longer seemed to matter. All we wanted was for this moonlit night and our time together to last just a little longer. Is that the end? Nope. This progress 2 is long. No, progress 2 is longer than progress 1. Wow, that's one huge pond. It feels even bigger than the ocean, yeah? Come on, the ocean's way bigger. This is basically a giant swimming pool. I mean, how big it feels in my heart. Want to get a little closer? I'm gonna take off my shoes and sit by the edge. Look at me, Adjutant. Sure, just don't slip into the water. Can I? Oh, please! I want this to end because I want to eat snacks while reacting to the videos I want to react to. In the end, I never did learn how to swim. Maybe because you never really give it a shot. You've got to try for real if you want to learn. It isn't how it feels. As long as my feet touch the bottom, I'm okay. But the moment there's nothing beneath me, there's this strange, crushing helplessness taking over. It's the same way I felt as a kid. After that accident, lying in a pool of blood, the world just kept getting colder, and all I could do was stare at the ceiling. But that wasn't even the worst part. With congenital analgesia, I didn't even know what pain was supposed to be like. Oh, that's that. That's the name of the condition. Congenital, should be like it should mean genetic, and Ana means paralysis or like lack of sensation, and then the legizia part. I know Zia just means condition. I don't know the legia part. Even after I got better, I still didn't know how to connect with people. That's when I realized maybe my whole life was just one giant pond I couldn't get out of. This time I noticed Maxo's voice stayed calm, even as she talked about her pain. Although, talk about it all doesn't really make me sad anymore, yeah? All of it had passed. Because I met you, Adjutant. And after that, everything changed. It's something shifted in her voice. Yeah, everything really had changed. Before you, I always felt like I was drifting outside the world. You were the first person who really found me. The first to listen, really listen, to all my scattered, tangled thoughts. The first to try and understand me. You found me and you turned my whole world around. Or maybe, thanks to you, the world finally starts to make sense. So A flush quickly rose to her cheeks. Her delicate lashes quivered, and her amber eyes shone like stars in the night. She clenched her fists, water shimmered around us, casting ripples of light across her face, mirroring the flutter in her heart. I held my breath. All I could hear was the thrum of her heartbeats and the cicada singing. So, for once, the sharp-tongued girl was at a loss for words. It's okay, Maxo. She finally settled down when I met her eyes with a gentle gaze. Adjutant, will you teach me how to swim? Her voice rang out across the still surface of the reservoir. Wait, what? That's your big reveal? On any other day, I would have smiled and made a joke about her sudden shift, but I noticed her lips trembling, and her hands clenched so tight her knuckles had turned white. She probably wasn't ready yet. Yeah, go man, that must have been out of nowhere. What I really meant was, It's alright. I'll teach you. Yeah? I said, I'll teach you how to swim. Jenny took her hand. Yeah? Leaned in, sip of tension. We were so close. I caught the faint scent of herbs in her hair. Relax, Mark, sir. Listen, today we're starting with floating. Okay, what do I do first? For starters, maybe let go of my waist. Yeah, just go in, Winseki. Haha, it's fine. I gently ruffled her hair. Just then, she was so unusually obedient, just like a kitten who had tucked away her claws. Alright, listen close. I stilled my voice, making sure she'd hear every word. The trick to floating is total relaxation. Take a deep breath, hold it in your chest, then face the water. Imagine it's a soft bed and just lie there. Face down, totally still. I wouldn't say face down, I would say face up. You know, because if you're face down, then you would have the water instinct of like panic, you know, of being in water. If you had your face up, then you would be able to breathe. And also, if you were to start like panicking and start to like drown, then if you had your face up, then you would have more oxygen before someone can help you. Don't move. Don't think. Let your mind and limbs go stack. Your in your chest will keep you buoyant. Correction, it's the density of your body primarily, not the air in your lungs. It helps, but primarily your density. I went through the motions myself to demonstrate it. Like this. Okay, I think I get it. Yeah. Without hesitation, she dove in. She dove in, rising gently to the surface, light as a feather. But it didn't last long. And sure, bubbles rose up. She was starting to sink. Luxor! Yeah, I guess I messed that up. No, you did great at the start. Just remember to also relax your neck once you're in the water. And try to lift your head. The more you resist, the more the water pulls you under. Keep your eyes down, look toward the pond floor, that's how you float. Gaze at the bottom, yeah. What was that sound? That's a, why did they use like a pop sound and, you know, whatever. Moxa gave a thoughtful nod and eased back into position. This time, her movements flowed, smooth and fluid, like a fish in its own. After a few seconds, she found her balance and floated with ease. It was perfect, Master. Clean, steady, graceful. Easy, only because you're such a good coach. I just followed in directions. Alright, let's run it a few more times. Nice and easy. Can I start learning to swim now? I'll save that for a proper pool. I don't want you to drown. I glanced down at the deep water, my tone firm. Today, we focus on floating. A place like this hides more danger than it shows. I couldn't let her take unnecessary risks. Okay, yeah. She pouted, but still gave an obedient nod. Then she dove back into the water. But this time, as she stood beneath the surface, something unexpected happened. Uh-oh, Stinky. We suddenly slipped from my grasp. All that remained was the ripple of water between my fingers. Master? A general panic surged through me. No way, an undercurrent? No, this is just a reservoir. That's not possible. Oh, what if it's an intake? Underwater. Forcing myself to stay calm, I dove in, only to find strands of water weeds swaying in the depths. Then a gentle tap on my back. Did she, like, learn how to swim behind our backs? My god, my eyes. I turned, and moonlight streamed through the water, framing the sly smile of a girl. Through a flurry of bubbles, I saw her lips carefully shaping each word. Unseki. What I wanted to say was, I really like you. What did you say? Nande mo nai nya. Dot. When we resurfaced, Moxer clung to my arm, cheeks flushed, flashing that mischievous grin of hers. Bad kitty, you had me worried sick. I gave her forward a light tap, feigning a scolding tone. Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. My biology melted into laughter, mingling with the soft splashes around us. Beneath the moonlight, the reservoir shimmered with silvery light. And just like that, on the final night of summer, we checked off every last item on our list. Friendly reminder from Muxer. Don't swim in wild waters, yeah? Blues are way safer. Speaking of not swimming in wild waters, if I recall, there is a lake, called Kerosene Leak or Creek, whatever. It's in America. There's signs telling you not to put your head under water, and that is because that is the world famous brain-eating amoeba. That's where it's from. You know that if you put your head in water, it's gonna go through your nose, and eventually end up in your brain. Normal bodies of water in the wild, I would suggest checking for water depth. You know, maybe drop some water, not drop some water, drop a rock in, see how deep it is. Check for what kind of fish are in it. If there are piranhas, get the fuck away from that water. Let's see what else that you should be worried. Be careful of any sharp rocks in the water if it's shallow. If it's deep, then check the water temperature. If it's cold, then you could lose sensation in your limbs and drown pretty easily in cold water. You get out of breath more easily because your body's trying to heat up as well. And also when you're cold, your blood goes from your limbs to your organs to protect them. Not protect them, but reduce heat loss, which is a bad thing in modern times, but good in fucking fossil times. What else to be aware of? Don't go into muddy water if possible. Muddy water, you don't know what's in it. You know, there could be a crocodile or alligator. Sharp rocks again. Piranhas. What else? If the body of water is full of algae, you should also be careful, because that is probably still water. What else? Beware of leeches. If you're in a wild and you just swam through a body of water, make sure to check your body for leeches. Leeches can pass infectious diseases, but it's not like a guarantee. What else? If the water is clear, try to look out for potential parasites. There are worms, like leeches, and just other stuff that could, what's the word? Basically go inside you, bad, I mean, there's this type of worm that goes towards sources of ammonia, which is usually the pee hole. So anyway, let's continue with the story. Can I finally eat now? Yeah, the plush cat is the metaphor for Maxer.
ある日、ラグドールは小さな灰色の猫に出会った。怪我するよ、と彼はいつもこう叫びながら、もふもふの手で彼女を引き止める。
I just noticed, the other people or cats, when they see her do things that would feel pain, they just think, "Oh, she's weird." But the adjutant or us, we would tell, "Hey, don't do that. You get hurt." We didn't see her as weird. We were caring for her.
たとえラグドールが怪我という概念を理解できなくても、彼はこう叫び続けていた。2匹はとても楽しく過ごし、
I just noticed, throughout this whole event, this is the only part with voice acting.
熟睡していたラグドールは灰色の猫が起こしてくれるまで気づかずに寝ていた。彼女はこの時、彼の煙で黒くなった背中に横たわっていることに気づいた。
He's lying on his back. It's like a silver suit. I don't. I need more context. I don't know what's going on.
彼女を背負ったまま月光の中で
Oh, okay.
込んだ。雪のように白い灰の上に足跡を残して、その日から時は流れ、ラグドールは依然として痛みが何であるかを知らないが、灰色の猫の見守りのもとで彼女はそっと歩くことを覚えた。私の肌は世界を感じられないけど、あなたの心は感じられるよ。ありがとう、私の孤独を連れ去ってくれて。
Please have more voice acting. I want to eat. No. Well, there goes my eating. I had like 5 bites, maybe more, but I lost count. As the first rays of autumn sunlight broke across the sky, we reached the mountaintop. The wind slurred. The wind slurred a flurry of color, petals tracing graceful arcs that led my gaze to the horizon. The rising sun staked the sea a spellbinding shade of wine. Bathed in that gentle light, everything shimmered with a dreamlike beauty. Beside me, Monster huffed and kicked off her sandals. Then, barefoot, she darted into the flower-laced brush. Her gauzy white dress snagged on thorns, leaving tiny rips, and blossoms clung to her hair as she passed through. She didn't seem to mind, bounding up the tallest rocks, light and nimble as ever. At the summit, she turned to me, hands behind her back. Sunlight caught in her wind-blown hair, gladding her honey-toned skin with gold. Oh, is it gilding or it's gilding, right? Not gliding. Yeah, gilding. Oh my god, there's voice acting! Guerrero, you don't need to shout. Her eyes, her smile, every part of her shimmered with joy. Under that earnest, unwavering gaze, my heart pounded louder than the mountain wind. Please talk more so that I can eat. Please, no. No! There's a long pause. She drew a deep breath and called out, her voice crackling slightly. It's like she had back then, practicing by the sea, again and again, all alone before the adjutant found her. That's what she wanted to ask. I guess in Japanese culture, people don't call others by their first name. It's really intimate to call someone by their first name unless you are a senior. Whatever you like. I stretched out each word, playing along. Hi. Nani ga suki? Okay. Kokodayo. The voice grew steadier with each call, like she'd found her rhythm. Every echo we traded sent a little warmth rippling through the morning air.
分析分析分析
Hi. We played our silly little echo game over and over, as if, with every call and answer, we were reassuring ourselves that the other truly existed. Yes, humanity was never meant to be alone. Humans are social creatures, yes. That's why we have tribes and we cannot do like asexual procreation. Even if we must one day face death on our own, we can't grow up alone. Each of us needs another soul to bear witness to our existence. And because she met him, the echo of her world was finally heard. Then came her final pause.
マーシルは
Her name is Mashiru. Who translated her English name? Jesus Christ. Thalassophobia, so in getting close to water. Oh man, you're gonna love playing Omori. Like, you're kind of exaggerating. Yeah, I figured that out like 1 or 2 hours ago. And at last, the most precious treasure came to light.
マーシルは分析員のこと大好きです。
Eyes. She's getting whitewashed, guys. No. Her clear, resounding confession made my heart race. Watching a backlit silhouette atop the boulder, warmth surged from my chest to my throat. And then it all came pouring out. How do I say two in Japanese? Hold on. I forgot how to translate it. I love you too, Maxiru. More than anything in the world. Tears shimmered in her eyes. As I stepped through the rustling flowers toward her, she quickly covered her burning face with both hands.
そんなに大きな声で言わないで。恥ずかしいから。
Who did it first? Oh, that's news. That's a girl who was nuzzling my chest earlier.
それは違うにゃ。猫ちゃん携帯にそういうのはないから。でも人間携帯のマーシルはその女の子のように恥ずかしがるにゃ。
You know that was listed in your character sheet? Now we do.
それでどう？
I approve of this ship. About what?
私のお宝、つまり私の告白。分析員はどう思ってるの？
I was gonna make a Hoshomayuri reference, but you know, it's too long. It was perfect. I swear my heart almost stopped. Clutched my chest, half joking.
怖いこと言わないで。
Her voice trembled, then, without warning, she threw her arms around me. I mean, if my crush confessed to me, then I would probably like have a heart attack and die. So, Maxiu.
あなたは私とこの世界との唯一のつながりだよ。あなたが現れてから孤独に耐えられなくなっちゃったよ。苦しみの意味も理解し始めた。あなたを失うことなんて想像できない。近づきたい。理解したい。そして好きになりたいって思う唯一の人があなたなの。だからもう心臓が止まるなんて怖いこと言わないで。
Love so deep, it should have felt heavy. But instead, I felt only warmth, because my heart had long been open to her. I promise this heart will keep beating for you to my very last breath. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I left my hand on the spacebar. And that quiet certainty meant more than any vow ever could. Life and death. Loneliness and connection. Pain and joy. At long last, the wait was over. Sorry, precordial catch. Hold on. Precordial catch syndrome. As the newborn sun spilled light across the darkened ruins, every last mystery melted into the warmth of a burning kiss. And they kiss. The end. Alright. Is that? No. I don't have enough. I didn't finish the other game mode, so that makes sense. I don't have enough. What else? What else? What else? Right. We can do the preview. Have I seen this yet? I don't remember. A summer night, anything but gentle. Rain lashed down from a pitch-black sky, drumming on the car roof in a relentless, heavy rhythm. After a few exasperated sighs and muttered curses, the travelers finally pushed open their doors and stepped out into the freezing downpour. Hunched against the storm, they fought their way to the front and heaved open the steaming hood. A plume of thick white smoke burst out, its acrid stench stinging their noses. Staggering back in a fit of coughing, they fumbled to light the engine bay with dim beams of their flashlights. But even that weak glow sputtered out like a candle in the wind, snuffed by the unnatural dark that swallowed everything around them. My eyes. Oh, I get it. This is supposed to be the scary October update, isn't it? Because, you know, it's almost October. Except for a lone building, caught for a heartbeat in a flash of lightning. A hotel. Once it stood in the middle of nowhere, no one knew. But right now, it was their only refuge from the storm. Maybe an old door creaked open, then slammed shut behind them, sealing them in suffocating silence. Until, as the clock struck midnight, a scream ripped through the hotel's halls. Shrill. Desperate. Ah! Eek! I don't know if my mic can like catch the hissing sound, so you do it yourself, guys. Boo boo, what is that? You nearly screamed to death. I thought it was a suddenly breaking in without warning. Bad. Adjutant, bad. Yeah. This is my room. How exactly is that breaking in? I gave Maxiru a gentle tap on the forehead inside, glancing around for somewhere to sit. The girls had already packed the room, their mingled sweet scents hanging thick in the air. Just half an hour ago, I got a message from Fenny inviting me over, if I imagine I'd walk into this. Now, Prince, take a seat here. Doesn't give a soft smile from her bed, shifting slightly to open up a narrow space between herself and Yao. Yeah, we haven't seen this yet. As I sat down, their soft curves pressed in close on either side, sashing me so snugly I could hardly move. Half asleep, Yao found a new resting place for her head, my arm. Within seconds, she was fast asleep. Where's Svenny? That bowl splash of gold was missing, and somehow the room felt incomplete without it. She was here just moments ago, right before you arrived. Auntie called her away on something urgent. Soka. My prince, have some tea? Princeing offered me a steaming cup. The fine porcelain from Shuzo cradled a brew that was fragrant and delicate, just enough to soothe lips and tongue. At some point, Enya proudly appeared behind me. Her hands began gently working the stiffness from my shoulders. What is happening? we went from earlier, like a full-on confession between us and Makshiru, and right now we're in the middle of another harem moment. And it wasn't just our hands. Oh, I'm so gonna get banned. Something round and soft pressed swarming against my back as well. Let me talk things over. Let me help you relax, big bro. Nice clock, bro. Alright then, what's this important matter you wanted to run by me? Hopefully it's not any bad news. My eyes wandered to Booby's adorable face, still pale with lingering fright. She clutched the fluffy pillow close, curled up in a corner of the couch like a spooked little fawn. Nope, no bad news, it's just the game I was showing them had a backstory that turned out a little too spooky, that's all. What game? My question, Keisha opened an ornate box that she set on the floor. Its compartments filled with all manners of curious little props. It's called Tabletop Expedition. It was all the rage a few decades ago. So it's like a D&D game. We pieced together the rules from memory and whipped up a simple demo version. So, picking up where we left off, our characters, the investigators, are just about to step into the eerie hotel and cover its secrets. How are you really talking? Well, sticking to tradition, there'll be monsters so terrifying they could snap your sanity in a heartbeat. And naturally, I made sure to include them. It's just a tabletop game, meaning we're all just sitting here telling a story and letting our imaginations fill in the blanks. So it won't be that scary. Good. That's good. No, not good. Things are scarier when you get to imagine. What's this? See on my side, Sirius picked up... Water time. Whoa, holy frick. God, I hate when your throat sometimes just messes up and then, like, whether if it's like a bubble inside your throat or whatever. Like, my voice is deeper now, Jesus Christ. God. Man. The human body has so many evolutionary problems, Jesus Christ. Like, the feet is a mess, and then the throat is annoying, and then the nasal cavities are annoying, Jesus Christ. And then people say, like, God made our bodies perfect. Like, explain cancer then. Anyway, seated at my side, Sirius picked up a pair of multi-sided dice from the box. She held them up to the light, her eyes sparkling with innocent curiosity. That's the very heart and soul of Tabletop Expedition. As the investigators explore, every action they attempt is decided by these beautifully unpredictable dice. That way, the story grows richer, while they're brimmed with endless possibilities. Sounds fun, right? Adjutant, want to give it a shot on your next vacation? Since it's your latest masterpiece, and I'm your personal beta tester, how could I say no? For a moment, Acacia paused in surprise. Then she quickly lowered her head, pretending to fuss with the pieces in the box. Silvery strands fell across her cheek, not quite enough to hide the blush forming her face. Now that you mention it, yeah, it's that time of year again. Vacation. Another vacation? I guess this is like at least a year after Verdurous holiday then. To be precise, vacation planning is the real reason we all gathered here. Since when was Nerita part of the gang? I mean, I know she's at the she's with Heimdall now, since we can see her in what's the game? In a Bluff or Blush, but you know, didn't expect her to be here. The game was just a late appetizer for holiday. Nerita leaned lazily against the door frame, coffee in hand. The faint curl of her lips betrayed just how much the idea of a getaway appealed to her. So, any thoughts on where we're headed? Nothing yet, but sunshine, beaches, and cute girls in swimsuits. That's a timeless theme of summer, isn't it? Oh, Vigja's here. Totally. The moment I heard we'd be vacationing with the Adjutant, I went and ordered a custom-made swimsuit just for the occasion. Is that what she's wearing right now, or... I don't think have we met Vidya in the dorms. I don't think we have, right? Yeah, so like that would explain why I don't recognize her outfit. No, I would probably recognize her outfit during like the anniversary thing, right? Nah, whatever. I don't lose myself in the waves with you. Our lips, our bodies, our souls entwined until the very end of the world. Excitement lit up the girl's eyes, but amid the cheerful buzz, a soft, hesitant sigh floated down from overhead. Is it Enya? Clarina? Okay, this is the first time we'll get to see Clarina interact with the other characters. Clarina, do you really have to hang upside down from a seat like a bat? Huh? That sounds far too inelegant. It's just that there's no room left on the floor, so floating here is my only option. Honestly, we're just short of giving you a bigger room. You can tell how lazy the team were. If like her hair is not upside down, sure. The ribbon, you know. But then it twirled gracefully in midair, drifting upside down until her face hovered close to mine. Her eyes clearly shimmering with a hint of concern. For those that don't know, Clarina is like a vampire, so you know bats hang upside down. I really love to enjoy the trip, Adjutant, but the butler just told me Mount's coming home. If it's alright, I'd like to spend the holiday with her. If I miss this chance, who knows where she'll disappear to next. So for this group outing, might I be excused? I'll back your choice, whatever it is. But what about everyone else? It's alright, Clarina. We'll have plenty of time together. Don't worry about a day or two apart. As the others met her with understanding smiles, Clarina let out a soft sigh of relief, her lips curling into a sweet, grateful smile. Then, cheeks flushed, she zipped in and brushed a quick kiss against my lips, before spinning woozily in midair and righting herself again. You're too good to me, Adjutant, and everyone too. Now I can go home with peace of mind. Hearing you all just now reminded me of a place that would be perfect. It has breathtaking coastal views, and the hotel itself is done up in this rare vintage style you almost never see anywhere. Oh no. I think I know where this is going. They're gonna be at the hotel. Like, it's gonna be a normal hotel. And like a normal vintage hotel, and then when they start playing the game, like they think, oh, it's all fun and games until the lights go out, and then spooky stuff starts happening. That's what I expect is gonna happen. Playing tabletop expedition there, it'd feel all the more real, wouldn't it? As Clarina spoke, Acacia's eyes lit up, glittering like cut gems. Do they have vintage TVs and rotary phones there? They do. What about carpeted hallways, heavy oak doors, the kind you need an exo split? Here's Johnny. Hold on, here's Johnny. I've never watched The Shining. I don't know what he actually sounds like. They do, Acacia. Every last one. Acacia beamed with delight. These days, touches of old world charm were hard to come by. The ocean view is lovely, but the water park we visited last time had its own charm. If only we could have both. Water park. So I missed at least one other holiday event. Don't worry, this place has it all. See? Right here. Luna tapped her terminal, and before her eyes, a glittering holographic seascape shimmered to life. This is the Heliora Sea, an artificial ocean resort. Oh wow, ocean resort brought to life through a considerable investment from my family. Look right there. She pointed to the center of the projection, where a grand dome structure loomed above the waves, intricate and imposing. The Heliora Sea Complex. Above the surface, there's a fully equipped indoor water park. Below, a luxurious hotel and a museum housing botanical specimens from our labs. The Heliora Sea, I've never heard of it. That's because it's never been open to the public. I guess they were waiting for the perfect moment to make a splash. But that hardly matters. With a major shareholder making the call, and Heimdall operatives as the honored guests, they'll be more than happy to host you. So, what do you think, Adjutant? Sounds good to me. And the rest of you? Well, I think we all know what the answer is. Apparently need this here as well. And Cherno. And Tess and Katya. Let's move, now. Why does Clarina look pregnant? The girls scattered, buzzing with anticipation. The sweetness lingered in the air, along with the faintest trace of coconut. Like a sea breeze carried from far Like a sea breeze carried from far away. Spring summer slipped into my heart before vacation had even begun. And already, I found myself picturing the lazy days of the holiday ahead. Alright, so we know what to expect. It's gonna be another... I said another, but technically the rerun, not rerun, the filler was here, it's a rerun. So let me just do my dailies, and I've been doing this for a bit. I can probably show what I've got. What? No. Alright, items. Where is it? I just go into the shop. Any tool. I don't know if I would spend money to get these because leveling a character up takes a lot of money. I don't know if 1, 2, 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Where is the weapon buying one? Is it this one? No. Oh, this one. So I can buy... So I can buy like 3 or 4. Let's see. I do have it. So some of these are from events. Infinite Chronos as well? Yeah, Infinite Chronos, Web Snare, I think Hidden Hero as well, yeah. You can get them from events and also like the gachas. So I don't know, like if later in the future there's like one where I like just can't get for whatever reason, then I'll buy them. But you know, we don't have that need at the moment, so you know, I'll leave that in the future. Unless you guys have like a really good weapon to recommend me. For a specific character, but yeah, let's go do the reactions. Her name translates to Egypt, like Masiru. Does it? Maux here. In what language is it translated to Egypt? I'm assuming that it's a treat for me because Max is my favorite. Oh yeah, you did mention that at one point. I don't know what my favorite character is. Because there are... I don't know. I like a lot of characters. Like I like Serena. I like Tess. Nerida's not like a wife material for me yet. We haven't seen too much of her. I mean, we have a full-on event with her, but you know, I still want more like intimate time with her to like know if she would be the right one. Anyway, I'll just do some OBS stuff. Oh, I should have done the Star Master. Oh well. That was the audio. Window capture. Okay. Restart here. I don't know if this is probably like a soundtrack, right? I haven't left a like. I mean, we probably don't need to see this.
My mind is filled with moments.
Okay, so this is a music video. Why is it age restricted? See something that doesn't matter here. Yeah, I don't know why this is age restricted. Anyway, you don't need to see that. Is this the next event or is this the current current rerun for Verdurous holiday. No, let's see. I can reach
the sea, and nitrogen.
that rhyme.
Here I come. Adjutant, mind watching my clothes?
That's Acacia.
Eyes wandering off. Adjutant.
Why is she naked though?
Here, keep those eyes safe from the sun. As for myself, how refreshing.
Adjutant, how was that?
I guess they're just scripting. Okay.
Adjutant!
Man, that was a horrible day to have eyes. I don't like this. Like, there's this challenge like a few months ago, where like I started with Fall Live. They would just take a photo of their bikini on like the beach sand. I don't like that trend. Come on. I can't tell who that is. If we met her before.
Darling. Meow. Darling.
Please tell me these are animations in the game.
This swimsuit is rather elastic. Perfect
That's Narita.
intense movements.
I'm choking on seawater. I need you to give me milk. Adjutant, come stay with me. Darling, teach me volleyball, won't you? Looks like everyone's ready.
Acacia is the only one who doesn't have the bubbles for some reason. I wonder why.
Expedition. You two must surf through this gauntlet of dangers.
Either event game mode or like dwarven game mode.
Perfect clear this time. Not so fast. Now we need to use a vehicle to clear the sky. But only the adjutant has the driving skills, so... Darling!
Wait, is that Fenny?
Darling, you really do spoil me the most.
Also, the cloud bubbles are gone. New boss? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What the hell? What am I looking at? How is this allowed on YouTube, man?
Adjutant, let's play Split the Watermelon.
Holy Jesus.
Mr. Adjutant, the watermelon's this way. Don't listen to her. The watermelon's here.
Also, can I just say she's British?
It's watermelon. Enjoy.
Darling, you big dummy.
I think Benny is like the
Like you said,
main
darling,
character here.
our
Or
love will
this
never miss that spark.
most of that. It's Aurelian or Herulian to get away.
I'm with you, no matter what.
Nope, it's Benny.
Darling, a little appetizer before tonight's feast. Mwah. Just staying the same won't do. I drives my darling even more out of control. I get insecure sometimes, but I'm always ready to shine for you.
This is serious. Like, I couldn't recognize it.
Everything.
I swear she has more blue in her hair.
Most important thing
In that
is
trailer.
you're here, Adjutant.
And I think she's British.
My mood right now, brighter than the sun. Mission first, then it's just you, me, and the waves. Darling, give me one like yesterday's. They've already gone? Then give me more. Today. Night, darling.
I think I get how they decide like what to censor and what not to censor. They put it through Google's like AI video thing where like it tells them like which parts are like suggestive that they need to cover up. I haven't used it yet because I'm not making content like this. Oh. Again, either new game mode, event game mode, or permanent game mode.
Now they smell like me. Huh? They're stuck up there. Darling, just
Jesus
sit
Christ.
there. I'll get them down.
Jesus Christ.
Got it. You're always like this.
I'm so bad.
Fine. You can have them back. As if I could ever be mad at you, darling.
It's like a drilling. Again, either event game mode or permanent content.
What is it?
I have an idea. What if this is the actual update to like the dorm shower function? I wonder. Holy Jesus.
Adjutant, I'm all warmed up. Let's dive in together. Adjutant, which one do you like? I've got it. A perfect photo for a perfect memory. Let's pick up the pace. I'm eager to get to the beach with you.
New interactable scene. Jesus Christ. I mean, Fenny was more outrageous, at least on the physics. This one is more tame. Also, I can see the vertices of her thigh. I feel like if they were to make this permanent, they would probably. Oh my god. They probably let you change between the Heimdall dorm and also like this hotel area. Yeah, Fanny's one was more outrageous.
Want to join me? I'm confident that it's strong enough. Dressed up a little today. You sure seem to like it. Anyone who gets between us must disappear.
The Pistol Ultimatum. AR encounter? Oh, if you're on mobile, you can use like AR to like put the characters in your camera view.
Keep your eyes on me, will you? almost.
I just want to say, that is one motivation for PC users to go to mobile. Because you can use the AI function, assuming you can do it on PC. The reason for that, aside from just making more players switch to mobile or start downloading the game on mobile, is because mobile has an easier microtransaction system. Mobile players are more likely to spend money in games than console and PC players. So by getting more players to go to mobile, they're getting more money.
Ready? Shall we hit the showers together?
If you're sweaty, go into the fucking water.
Doesn't matter. I'm not taking my eyes off you, Mr. Adjutant. Through observation and reasoning, I will scatter the obscuring mists for you.
Like an office lady
A reward for me?
theme.
Then, would you mind stepping a little closer? Hey, up for a game? Yo, another day of saving the world. Can you take a few epic pictures of me in a bit? A victory calls for a canonical hero pose.
That looks like a victory animation. He looks like she's from Wuthering Waves. Same with this one. I shit you not, this one too. And it's probably, this is when Wuthering Waves came out, when they were designing this event. Not the free we've seen just now. The first free we saw. Yeah, new base content, please hard pay, yeah. So it's either a new base location or it's a new base area. I don't know how it's gonna work, but we'll see. This coming out like what, like in a week? I feel like I should retroactively add more for these. Either add more characters or more locations. Or more, you know, facilities as well. Base mini game. We gotta toss the ice cream into that cup. I don't know however the fuck that works. Jesus Christ. Prologue. Work for what though? It's on mobile. I mean, like this gameplay at least. So it's like Sea of Thieves. It's co-op PvP or PvE though? It only says co-op. Some sort of zombies mode. PvP zombies mode, I assume. Then this is Monopoly. Oh no, not this one again. What the hell? Wait, Dreamland? Updated gameplay in pieces. Okay, so there's more content. I'll I'll do this off screen then. But at this point, we can probably use media pulse to cheat it. Not cheat it, cheese it. Supreme Battleground again. Free 5-star, that's nice. And free outfit. And free pulls. That's great. I don't really care about these. New event boss, now soon. Jellyfish themed. New tile set. Wow. Looks like a Warframe clan dojo. And looks like Honkai Star Rail as well at the same time. September 25th, so that is 2 days in the future. I was surprised to see hear English version in that teaser. Yeah, I suppose in like the recent times, yeah. And we have 3 new gift codes. And gift codes, in base from 2 to 3 days. Webcon a chapter 1 to 10. So should I play for chapter 1 to 10 before the update? Or is like what should I do then? Because we don't have time for. You can only get up to like chapter 6 or 7 if we stream the main story before the update. I'll mark this on my calendar. I'll do it later. It's the same, but like it's just taken out from this. I haven't seen that yet, or that. I guess we'll watch these. Alright, it's Chinese.
这细腻的沙滩，不愧是西蓝海啊！
而海姆达尔能抢先独享所有水上游乐设施，听说还有水下复古酒店和
Just use like
海
Star
底博物
Master.
馆。但这些设施虽然很好，能让 Darling 开心的，肯定是和本小姐在一起。
分析员，走累了的话，要喝冰饮吗？擦一擦，冰一冰，擦一
This
擦
is，an ASMR video.
冰一冰。
I'll put it in a separate tab. Okay. Got it. So we don't have to rush it then.
想增强团队凝聚力吗？想为队员们带来欢乐吗？分析员，来测试我的全新大作
Why is she
《
doing
演
this?
艺桌团》吧！楼下酒店前台有专业主持人给你答案。
Thus. But this video is half ASMR. I'm not a big ASMR fan, but I see the appeal. Anyway, next. I assume this is about the watermelon smashing game. I'm not sure. But, this game is about to be a smashing
分
game
析
at
员
this
来
rate.
帮我上药了吗？分析员好厉害，一击
Another
击中
ASMR
就是
video.
那里。对，就是这里，我的脚踝。 好像真的好很多了。作为回报，我为分析员吃大西瓜。分析员，怎么样？你看这西瓜甜吗？
The common to
甜
answer.
不甜，你试完就知道。你一口，我一口，
He's angry. She can
我
chop your head
一
off.
口，分析员一口。分析员一口。分析员一口。
Why is she feeding us so much more than she is eating herself?
分析员，这块儿应该是谁吃的来着？
I wish like those annotations were a thing that you can like pick your own path and stuff in YouTube
分析
videos.
员，我已经按你的指导趴好了。浪来之前要趴着等待时机，左右改变重心来控制方向吗？我有感觉了。
What is going on?
我感觉学会了，分析员直接教我冲吧。
What sound I'm hearing? Jesus Christ.
分析员，这个平衡很难掌握。
Jesus Christ.
分析员，我快撑不住了。分析员，快给我你的手。
The marketing team, the whole team knows what they're doing, man.
分析员，这里有点晒，不如
Also, this is the
分析员
AR feature.
来尝尝龙舌兰怎么样？听说龙舌兰需要加点盐才会更可口。分析员，试试呢？哎，分析员，我好像有点被晒红了。这里，还有这里，从哪里开始好呢？
I can see the vertices of her
交
bracelet
给
thing.
命运吧。
Sure. Having AR implementation is always nice because you can always see how the tech develops. I don't think it has developed that much, but we'll see.
Darling， 准备好亲自感受它了吗？是滑溜溜的哟。
Please don't.
一半，两半，肥厚对称，中间点缀着。
Remember what I was saying about ASMR? Like, whatever. Why is this sound in my ears? Like, I know it's for ASMR, but like, how does it make sense to what's going on?
它很娇弱，要温柔点对待。
What am I looking at?
不止这里，容易上所有的花瓣都值得爱护。纵使已相握千万次，你的温度仍让我眷恋。达林，你的体力怎么那么好？让我歇歇吧。啊！ 我就知
playing
道大
dodgeball
力有这
now.
招。还来，小心！
达里，我给你修面吧，作为刚刚失误的补偿。啊，对了，你喜欢全部剃光，还是做点造型？
Canonically, we have a clean shave,
我
so
也喜欢这样的。我们不愧天生一对。哦，对了，让我拿下修面泡沫。你的鼻尖以下，
yep, there is the ASMR
脸
mode.
颊，左边的下颌线，还有右边的下颌线，
Because you
直到
cannot
隆起的喉结，
hear
都要满满覆盖
that, you know.
一下刮去白天的烦恼，一下刮去运动的疲惫。
Most of the voice is going left and right when she's right in front of us,
闭
you
下
know.
嘴。
Are you sure you want to kiss us when we're full of shaving cream on our mouth?
达利，你总能给我惊喜。那这次换我给你，好吗？
You can tell she's the main character of the... Jesus Christ. That just goes on. How is it? Holy shit. How is this allowed?
达利，等等，你有没有听到奇怪的声音？
不是我们发出的啦！大力，抱紧我！
Read the comments. Comments are always full of gold. No peek. I'm downloading the game now. No peek. Man. How is this allowed on YouTube? Jesus Christ. Is there anything important here?
大力，一起上岸休息吧。
这细腻的沙滩，不愧是西蓝海啊！
而海姆达尔
I think it's just
能
everything
抢
we've
先独
seen,
享
but like
所
in
有
one
水上
video.
游。
And there's this one. I won't be buying the outfits, but if you guys like them, go ahead. Probably go full screen. I think the image for reference only in the bottom left, it's a translation error. It could be like visual, not images. I wonder if these like new outfits, these new character, quote unquote characters, I wonder if they're inspired by Natlan, and especially more specifically Milani. But anyway, now that the Snowbreak content is over, if you're watching for Snowbreak content, you can leave, but of course I'd rather you stay. I want to react to the band. Band is, I saw it from Giguk. I don't know like what it's about. I mean, like down here, I think I saw something about the bunch of adulthood. I don't know what it's about. In the kanji here, it says it either means like Titan or like giant or the big person or adult. So it could be like adulthood. And that's a boundary. So I assume the bunch of adulthood is like the title or translated title. Yeah. So I don't think I need to see this, but maybe we will. But yeah, let's take a look at this. I saw it on his on his Twitter. That's how I knew about this. I was gonna react to it on the day it came out, but I mean, Honkai Star Rail. Anyway, I wonder if this is gonna be a game or an anime. It's probably gonna be an anime, but let's see. And finally continue eating.
You wanna come along?
A fucking dragon. I wonder if any of these are going to be voiced by Giga himself, or like C.VA and stuff.
At Euthania, you'll discover monumental history and miracles that only occur once every
That is not
200
what the
years.
subtitles are. Who made
I
the
don't
subtitles?
get it. What's he thinking?
We are now arriving at Floor 1. Floor 1. Please be sure to take all your belongings with you when departing. The Cosmoliner is running on schedule. Floor 1 activation is scheduled to take place at
Seriously?
15 p.m.
俺の PC 覗くのやめてくんないかな。
English and Japanese dub. What was this? 18 minutes?
行ってきます。
Yeah, 19.
お父さん。
何よこれ。危険レベル2じゃない。
第2フロア。第2フロア。お降りの方は忘れ物にご注意ください。本日もコスモライナーをご利用
心配なのはわかるけど、重い。
あなたはここまで。それじゃあね。
He's like a fairy, but also not, and that looks like a dragon, but also not a dragon. His phone is vibrating.
やっと出た。メッセージ読んだでしょ。
行ってきます。
とにかく一旦戻る。
Is he like leaving home?
自分の足で見つけたいんだ。
楽し
お願いします。
かしこまりました。
I guess it's some sort of teleportation device. Not teleportation, but a transport device.
ここで新しい生活が始まる。
I see. So one's going from this like magical world to the city, while this guy's going from the city to the magical world. Oh, it's like there's magic.
来た。ちょいちょい。
Did you like try to dodge it? Nope, she's not getting hired.
どれどれ
Look at the top. It says the title says you're not getting hired.
13社目ダメですか？そうですか。メル14社目お断りはなしでお願い。背景採用採用採用採用採
意外といける。料理とかしたことなかったけど。
大丈夫、座ってなさい。
一緒に作りたかったんだよ。本当
Who
に。
is you?
お電話ありがとうございます。カスタマーサポートセンターのリンでござい
お
ます。
前らが売ったあれあるだろ。あれがな、使ってない間に壊れたんだよ。今すぐあれの代わり持ってこい。
お客様、あれって
あれに決まってんだ。
Uh-oh, stinky.
ごめんなさい。
うん。これで間違いなさそうだな。あ、俺が。
I'm guessing she got fired.
すっきりした。明日も頑張ろう。まだ大丈夫そうね。
なあ大地、就活とかしてんの？
いやまだ。
お前んち開業医だもんな。このまま親んところで働く感じ？
多分。
He doesn't want to carry over the family business. No magic. Blue moons. I don't know the physics of that. I guess she was talking too long with the client. And the staff are getting friendly with her. Or she's making friends with the staff, rather. He's pregnant. He's pregnant. Yo, what is this rice? I'm gonna say it now. I like it. I like Ban. It's slow. Why is that so gritty?
ねえ、リングラムってさ、大きいのと小さいのあるじゃん。あれってさ、どっち美味しいとか。
Let me guess, the guy hitting the drum is the guy we saw. No?
This 祭りが始まった。
来るぞ。全員を払え。
リンラだ、卵を守るのよ。
はい。
アイスはまだか。よし、あとは任せろ。
The dragon thing is laying eggs and it's meat, I assume. That's why it needs to be protected.
勇者、なんでこいつらまで。リン、
逃げて。早く。
なんか様子が変だな。
あの日。
あの日。あの日、俺は自分がいるべき場所を見つけることができた。
あの日。大地にいろんなものを背負わせてしまった。だから私は。
りんちゃん行こう。
I was gonna ask if is Zoshi carrying the egg then? Or the larva cocoon thing? I was gonna ask if the guy that died, the girl that died, she saw was her sister or not, but no, it's her. So how does that work out? Maybe there's like some sort of time difference between two worlds. Like the magic world has a faster progression of time.
ここ会社じゃないし。
魔法を使えるの、リンのいいところなのに。
そう？じゃあ飛んじゃうね。
You did hit a fucking airplane.
そう？おいしいカレー食べに来ない？今日は早めに締めよっか。
わかった。
Stop putting in curry on
上
the
に上がる
menu.
よ。
やだ、もっちーと遊ぶ。
ほら早く。
まだ眠くない。
じゃあゲームでもしよっか。
いいよ。
どうぞ。ありがとう。家族がいると賑やかでいいね。もう一人増えるし。だね。おめでとう。私さ、大に影響を受けてユーサニアを出てみたの。ちょっとだけのつもりが。
The other word is called euthania.
大事な家族もできた。いいなあ、そういうの。私ももっと頑張んなきゃ。無理しなくてもいいよ。
General anime logic is that when we get with tiny.
気持ちの嘘はつけないから。ああ、そうそう。これ、大から預かってる。メッセージを見て。
Why leave a message like this?
今これを見てるってことはアンさんからスマホを渡されてるよな。そっちに行って1週間後かもしれないし1年後かもしれない。ちゃんとご飯食べてる？お父さんはさ、カレー作ってた。一人なのに作りすぎちゃって。リンがいつもいっぱい食べるから。リンはきっとそっちでいっぱい頑張ってるよな。でもあんまり頑張りすぎない。
Also, that symbol on the ground looks like a fucking tennis
好きな時に
ball.
いつでも帰っておいで。それじゃ。
お願いします。
かしこまりました。
It's a short film. Okay, so it's probably gonna be like a not like a one shot, but like a not getting sequel anytime soon. Oh, that's why Daisy was on the bag. It's Studio Daisy.
おかえり。今夜はユーサニア名物大カレーだ。
いただきます。
どう？
最高。
Wait, that's all. I'm gonna look at their merch. That'd be Sacred Mythology, yeah. Sure. Okay. And what? I don't know if it has like a deeper meaning, but you know, it's good. Jesus Christ. She was a voice actress or something. Yeah, I like it. I wonder if it's on MAL. Yeah, it is. Let's see. What do I rate it? How would I rate it? Was there a moment where I said, why don't they do this? No. Was there? Nah, let's give it a 9. Right. Moving on. There any... Nope, nothing here. And here's people stop watching. I'm gonna stop watching Honkai Star Rail. I'm not gonna watch Team Up with Star Rail. I'm just gonna watch this trailer, read Celestia, and then we're gonna end the stream. It's late, as you can tell from the bottom right of the screen.
With the Era Nova now complete, you have granted the hero the perfect conclusion.
That's like the what's it like the Honkai Star Rail like release, like a music video that it came out when it released. That's the theme when like with like Kafka and like in the beginning.
What can change a person's nature? Is it memories? Unfortunately, the result is just the opposite.
I think I've watched this before. Oh no, JP.
Rise from your dormancy and follow me as soaring dragon of the wilderness. Mountains roar, dragon, rise!
I think they just haven't figured out why, like, how to implement a preservation character. That's why it took them so long.
Come, dear. Sink into the sea of oblivion and become my guest. The Evernight draws near. Time for some sweet dreams.
I think voice actors I think.
Until we meet again, everyone. Self-righteous path strider of the harmony. You think you can do that?
You know that the dawn is there, and the blazing sun destined to rise.
If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead.
I am the one who guards the trailblazer's way forward.
Now, let's bring the true Evernight to this world.
Let the trail blaze. Write an ending unlike any that ever was.
I'm probably gonna pull for it every night. Yeah, I think I watched this in the last stream on JP. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull for every night. I haven't watched this though, this is new.
When the candlelight fades on the last day, before you forget, please offer up your most precious memories. Remember 97 days ago?
No.
On the first day after arriving in Amphorius,
It's been 100
you
days
already
since
experienced
Force came
this
out.
world's cruelty. You guided the Holy Maiden and helped her escape her initial fate. On day 14, day 36, day 70. You also never gave up on looking for your companions from beyond the sky. Until day 95. Still don't believe me? You're just a ghost that no one can see.
The March
Besides,
has been on
the
Amphorius the whole
Garden of
time.
Recollection has already torn off its benevolent mask.
The one just could see her.
They lurk. They covet. Brewing blasphemous plots. Are you willing to face me now? Face your past. When you were born from that shattered lumen flux. When you were buried along with the remembrance's lies. When you were watched by the garden's pawns. Even if you don't remember, it doesn't matter. That's what I was made for. Melt the self and seep into the cracks of time. The future that belongs to you is so blissful and pure. And yet, the remembrance chose, leaving Amphorius in nothing but a desolate midnight. Fear not, I shall cleanse it all. Let the melody of oblivion resound from the eternal land. Day 97. Leave it to me. Time to say goodnight to the world, my dear March 7th. Soon, in a world restored to its flawless state, both your wish and my promise will be fulfilled. To keep trailblazing forever with the Astral Express.
I remember it did say, I just finished, or I'm close to finishing 3.4. It did mention, Scrum did mention that March did end up in Amphorius, but we just somehow never found her. So that makes sense. Why? Because apparently no one could see her or hear her and, feel her. So March probably has pictures of us, in Amphorius, doing stuff. So, if you remember in her room, there's like a slideshow of images of pictures that she somehow took of our adventures in Belwog, and I think Palaconia as well, and Xianzhou. I just haven't looked into her room. So I think after 3.6, maybe? Or 3.7, maybe? Or like whenever we get back to the Astral Express, then those pictures will get to be uploaded into March's room's slideshow. So yeah. Yeah, that's all for this stream. I don't think anyone's watching now. I'm kind of everything. I was playing Snowbreak earlier. I played Snowbreak for about, let's see, 3 hours, and then past 45 minutes or so, I've been reacting to content. You know, you can look at the VOD if you want to. People don't change the category anyway. So, that's that. Anyway, see you guys next time, whenever that is. Probably later this week. Not sure if it will be Genshin or Snowbreak again. We'll see what happens. But until then, be good, be well, be safe, be happy. You know, try to do any of those if possible. And yeah. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Did a comment? Never mind. It doesn't matter now.